And we are live here on Reality Alert. I'm Max Gieser, and we are here with special guest Tommy Kang. This is Married at First Sight, episodes 5 through 7. Tommy, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be the host at First Sight today. I'm feeling it, Max. I already feel we're vibing, even though we just started, but we're vibing.
Oh, we're vibing. I think we could get married at first sight.
I think we could.
Actually, we might be vibing too well. I feel like to get married at first sight, they want you to kind of have built-in conflict.
It's true. It's true. And I don't know what the pastor would say. He'd be like, you know what? You guys probably don't have any issues, because you're such good communicators.
Yeah. And then he would try to create issues for us.
Do you feel like that he'd be meddling sometimes?
Yeah, I think that's the whole point.
I guess they do stir the... Okay. From what I understand about the show, or at least the way that I understand that they set up the expectation, it is this sort of like the person has an idea of marriage and then they meet the human that they're going to get married to. And then there's nothing but disappointment awaits you on the other side of that, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. These people seem very disappointed about what's going on. But nevertheless, they persist and they try to make it work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they keep talking about being like, oh my God, they picked like the perfect person for me. But the farther the show goes on, I mean, they definitely are not picking the perfect person for the other person. They are picking the person with built-in conflict. I mean, Derek wants 2 to 3 kids, and Megan is 38 and wants 1 child. And she probably said this. So they intentionally had them get married so that this conflict would be built in.
Oh, that's pretty great. You're totally right.
Right? I mean, like, it's so funny, the sham of the show.
Man, well, I should have done more research to find out who's still married, but like...
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You're right. I don't want to know.
This is a spoiler-free show, Tommy.
You're right. I'm sorry. I almost jumped the gun. But yeah, there is something about that. Also, I just want to say that Derek, to me, sounds like David Spade, but is in the wrapping paper of a blonde BJ Novak. There's something about it. I keep wanting to say Patrick Bateman, but that's not fair to Patrick Bateman.
No, he does have serial... Oh, you think he does have serial killer vibes, yeah.
Yeah, he works on his body all the time. He wears that weird red light mask,
Yeah.
And then,
but he's all natural, okay? He is all natural cleaning products.
Vinegar, actually, not even cleaning products. It's just like you could just wipe anything with vinegar.
Yeah, just use vinegar. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Okay. That's a stinky guy and his hair's always greased back. Like, who does that?
Yeah, well, he's probably one of those people that's like, I don't use shampoo because you don't like need to. Yeah. But like, I think some people do need. I think some people they don't use shampoo and then eventually their hair can clean itself. But I think some people they eventually do need to use shampoo, and I think he's one of those people.
I big time. The biggest shame is that some people can't smell themselves, right? Like they don't understand that. Like, yes, it's maybe healthier to use a natural deodorant, but some people need chemicals to get rid of what the smell is that they make.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to risk the Alzheimer's for my deodorant. I'm willing to take it for because it's like the aluminum. People say like the aluminum in your deodorant causes Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Meanwhile, how are you baking a potato? You know what I mean? Not on its own. I'm not a psychopath.
You gotta pay to play. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm here to
in life. You gotta pay to play.
Back in the day, what, Homo sapiens, we were living to like 35 years old. Look at us now. We've tripled that.
There's risks, okay? But, I don't want to smell bad, all right? I want people to like me sometimes.
I'm so scared of judgment. That's not talked about enough.
We are all afraid of judgment, all right? No matter what you say, all right?
Yeah, that's exactly how I
And the people who aren't afraid of smelling bad, they smell bad.
Like, who has that confidence? I am constantly smelling myself when no one's looking. If there's a reflective surface, I am checking for boogers almost just impulsively. It's compulsively. I never learned the difference.
If I'm not sure if I've put deodorant on, I don't smell my like before I leave the house. I don't check my armpits. I just go and I put deodorant on again. Like maybe I have already put it on. I just do it. I'm not like, oh, maybe, I don't risk it. You just got to put the deodorant on.
Yeah, you're building like a 7-layer cake of deodorant on your armpits. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
A Trace Leches.
Yes, Trace Leches. That's what I say. I say Trace Leches.
Yep.
So Tommy, why should we listen to you about like love and marriage? Like, who are you? Do you want to tell people about yourself?
Oh, you're totally right. What makes me an authority? I'll tell you right now. I've been in therapy for 5 years with the same therapist, dude. And she was my first therapist. I got therapy at first sight.
Wow.
I've learned I'm healed. I'm pretty much.
Yeah.
I have great emotional maturity now.
Okay.
She says that to me all the time. She goes, "You're cured. I don't know why you keep paying for sessions." But I do it because I have too much money and I need to burn it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, sometimes I just cruise GoFundMe, just to donate. But I watching the show, and I think this is what's so great about it, is you can tell, first of all, who has gone to therapy and who hasn't. And I do also feel like maybe the companion series to watch with something like this is, not to shout out a different streaming service, but Paramount Plus's couples therapy. It's just, you learn so much about how you communicate. Like every marriage, every relationship is tough. There will always be fighting, right? Unless you have someone that's just like, I don't know how to stand up for myself.
Unless someone's a doormat, basically. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay, that's gonna blow up.
It's not healthy either. It's just like, yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I only have experience with that because that's how I was raised and that's who I am as a person.
Like you were raised to be a doormat?
Yeah. Very emotionally immature household that I grew up in. That being said, the person that I identify with most this season is Brittany. Like, I have that same sort of germophobia, anxiety, need for organization stuff, and she's going through it. She's having her own traumas that she's able to articulate, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, yeah, what makes me an expert? I'm pro-love, Max. That's what it is. I'm pro-love. I'm pro-marriage. Unless you want a divorce, in which case I'm pro do whatever you want. But
Aww.
Yeah, I think people should love how they want to love,
That's very progressive of you, Tommy, and we like that here on Reality Alert.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into episode 5 to start off with here?
Oh, yes. Because wait, hold on.
That's the first episode.
I'm sure you'll remind me where episode 5 starts.
Yeah, we're gonna go scene by scene, Tommy. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna hold your hand.
I love a walkthrough.
We have Elle sitting in the chat saying, "How many eggs did Megan freeze too?" Yeah, we need to know the specifics. If you're gonna let us into your lives, we want to know, where are the eggs stored, at what temperature. Let us know all of the logistics, please.
Yeah, and she does strike me as someone that either froze 1 or 700. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Can you imagine if she only stored 1? She was like, it's either meant to be or it's not.
Yeah. There's a little bit of let's gamble,
Yeah. I just can't. They're so set up to fail. It's so funny. They're just meant to be the drama couple. I mean, I don't think either of them would be pleasant for anybody to marry, but they are set up to fail.
It was one of those things where I'm watching them and I'm like, oh, right. White people don't like to get married to each other. Like there's this sort of just
what?
I'm telling you, it was just one of those things. It was
that is so offensive, Tommy, to us white people.
It makes me think of like, how in like Scandinavian countries, they're all like, yeah, do what you want, have sex with whoever, be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship. It's like, it's so clear. I don't think these people I don't think they ever should be married. Does that mean to say about blonde BJ Novak?
Down this thing about white people not wanting to get married to each other.
All right. Oh, we're trying to nail me on that one? Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to nail you on it. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is not an attack.
Yeah, no. And I don't feel attacked.
I feel attacked. I need to defend white people, particularly white men. We need to stand up for them.
Clip it.
Clip it. No, I'm kidding. So like when me and Maria get married next September,
Yeah.
We
got to do something about that.
We don't want to get married?
No, I will be there at the wedding.
Wait, I did not invite you.
I know you didn't, but I'll be there and I'll say, if there's any reason, I was like, there is. And then I'll do this. I'll go, look at that.
Tommy just gestured to his forearm. I think he was indicating his skin color.
I forget that we are also a podcast, but this is an audio.
Yes.
Thank you for showing that. Yeah, I just don't think white people like each other. I think that's why you guys fight so much. That's all the history I've learned about in school is just white people fighting white people. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think there are I think in studying world history there's infighting in many cultures.
Oh, in America, do you study world history? I only know American history and some European history. That's all I know from our school system.
Okay. I thought we were both from New Jersey. I thought New Jersey has good public schools, but
you're from North Jersey. I'm from Central Jersey.
Oh, Central. There's debate over whether Central Jersey even exists. So it's interesting.
It's like, how is it? There's a North and South Korea. There's no Central Korea. How is there a Central Jersey? You know?
Yeah, I know. So you're probably from North Jersey.
Probably right on that line. I'm in the DMZ of Jersey. That's what
All right, well, let's get into it. Okay. Yeah. So Megan and Derek, they come home from they're in the ride home from paddleboarding, and he says it's emotional. It's but aren't most ride homes from paddleboarding emotional? After we all get a little emotional after paddleboarding. It's you get really vulnerable. You really give yourself over to the waves and the board and
But didn't he also like at that moment like take that time to be like, hey, let's have a really poignant, intimate conversation while we're, doing some kind of physical activity? Like
he ambushed her after she fell in. After she fell in, he was like, this is a good time to say, you don't ask me questions about myself.
That is such typical guy bullshit behavior that we do. Because when two men talk, we don't look at each other. We have to look out at a game or, we're standing in a parking lot, but we're facing outwards. We're not facing each other.
Yeah, I'm watching Devil's highlights right now. I haven't been looking at you at all.
See, exactly. I can't make eye contact with you. What happens if I stare too deeply? What is that spectrum?
Yeah. Elson says Megan said she needed to be alone and they put them in the same taxi. They are not helping these two at all.
They are stirring that shit. And
Pastor Cal, I thought you were trying to guide them. Pastor Cal, what's happening?
He's smooth. He's smart. He's intuitive.
He does give them good advice, but he's a motherfucker. Don't you forget that.
100%. He is the manipulator. He is the puppet master,
Let's get to Brittany and Will. Brittany comes back to the room, and she isn't happy with the way things are going. And she tells us this isn't the fun, romantic honeymoon anybody would go for.
What's your theory on what happened the night before?
Oh, so you want to... So this is them talking about... She's upset about the conversation about, the rainforest and about him saying she doesn't ask questions. Are you talking about the sex thing, the intimacy thing?
Yeah, because they never explicitly say
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm jumping ahead.
It seems that it has something to do with using protection, right? Is that your theory?
I guess, but also it's your wife. I know plenty of married people that are still wrapping it up and stuff like that, but it's just one of those things that makes me think how do you fuck that? How do you mess it up? How do you screw that pooch?
I think they were probably pulling out.
Oh, he was gambling.
I think they were gambling. Maybe she was I'm
29. I just bought a house. I can't have kids.
Well, it seems like maybe she was more okay with it than he was based on the conversation.
Oh, yeah, maybe. No, but also Will is all oh, this is my wife. I'm all in, all in. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just curious,
Yeah, I'm not
They weren't doing butt stuff.
That is the one thing that we know is that their butts are safe.
Our butts are safe. One girl told me once she wanted to put her thumb in my butt or her finger in my butt. And I was like, yeah, nope, let's not do that. And I won't play with your butt. So it's fine. Our butts are safe.
If they had just done the butt stuff, then everything would have been fine.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because you can't get pregnant that way, can you?
From butt stuff?
From the butt?
Well, no. Well, I mean,
American public school again.
If there's potentially if there's leakage, but I don't really want to get into the specifics of.
I guess you're right. Yeah. There's the blood-brain barrier.
Yeah, let's not get into Tommy. We're talking about marriage here. It's beautiful.
You're right.
But I will say, Will and Brittany, I was ranking them kind of the last, but they seem to actually like things about each other more than the other couples. For me, they have surpassed Megan and Derek and have surpassed Rhonda and Patrick. As far as the other couples go, I think that they like each other.
Yeah. I mean, for me right now, I do feel Megan and Derek are in like my last place. If I had to come up with a pecking order of like who I think is going to go the distance. I don't see it for Megan and Derek. Call me crazy.
You're crazy, man. They're gonna work as long as she gets rid of that damn dog. Everything will be okay.
That's such a crazy thing. Too, I don't know. Putting a dog in front of before a human. First of all, I get that. Humans will disappoint you. Dogs only sometimes will bite you.
Yeah.
You have to really be bothering a dog. But also, I will say, this is the interesting thing too about how the couples are, where it does feel like Josh and Jalen they're so young in the sense that 27 and 31, right? Where it's like they have the least amount of baggage. It is kind of like getting a dog from a breeder, where it's like, oh, like they have nothing going on, there's nothing wrong there. But like the older we get, the more it's like, oh, I got them from a kill shelter, or something.
Yeah.
It's like there's trauma here. There's behavioral issues. There's patterns that I would like to have broken, but they're not broken. But yeah, Will and Brittany, yeah, they've been surprising me. I did not think that they would be having this upswing. It's Pastor Cal, dude.
I was going to say that. It's that motherfucker, Pastor Cal. He's evil, but he's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
Because what's the doctor's name? The psychiatrist?
Pia?
Dr. Pia? Pia's like, she just is giving science. She's just giving you the facts.
Yeah, she's giving you the numbers,
Yeah.
But he's giving you the magic.
Yeah, he's fucking stirring the pot, dude.
He's stirring the pot. Well, let's get to Derek and Megan. It's the morning, and she tells us her and Derek talked it out, and they were able to see eye to eye. And she says she's willing to put in the work. Is she willing to put in the work? Is either of them willing to put in the work?
Oh, I mean, did you see any work put in?
No, by neither of them.
Yeah, I don't even think the paddleboarding they did that much effort.
No, but they play a card game. They play a relationship card game, and that is work.
That is the foundation of all great
I fucking hate it when they do this on reality shows. It's such a pet peeve of mine. It's such lazy producing these fucking card games. But let's see kind of what they do. She says she's an avoider and doesn't like to talk things through. And he says he's the same, but he wants it to work. This is when it comes up that he's looking for having kids and he wants 2 to 3. And she says, well, that means we would have to start right now. And 3 sounds like a lot. And he's like, what, are you worried about like giving birth or something? Like what is there to be scared about? Like,
that is an American Psycho answer. That is a Patrick Bateman answer.
I know
what I mean? Like, oh, what, a baby? You're going to have to birth a child?
Carry child for 9 months? Walk around?
Just completely steal all the calcium from your bones.
No one's ever died from childbirth or anything,
It's a completely foolproof situation, you know?
Yeah.
But
Like,
thrice. I want you to do this thrice.
He's like, I'll be around occasionally to help you out, but I won't really do anything to assist you.
He didn't even walk the dog. It's a Shih Tzu. You know how well trained and like easygoing Shih Tzus are?
And he's one of the guys, and I also want to say he's the guy that said like that when Castor Pal
No,
Castor
Castor
Pal
is just Castor now.
Castor Pal said, like, what are you gonna do if she wants to have more kids than you do? He's like, oh, I'll just convince her. I'll just convince her to do it. It's like, what?
This is a white man that lived in Southeast Asia for years. There's something very uncomfortable about that. I just want to put that out there. Okay?
Go on.
I'm just saying how I feel.
Oh, you don't want to go into it?
No, I will. It's a guy like that because he is like the epitome of what the Andrew Tate stuff is, right? It's like all the look maxing and health maxing and
his business is certainly a little suspicious.
Yeah, there's a sort of disregard of the fact that women have agency and minds. That coercion isn't the only way to get what you want from another human being. It's just he strikes me as one of those malignant whites guy.
You're just going off on the white
I'm
people.
going in today. I don't know what it is.
Wow. I'm so hurt.
I'm reading about the Roman Empire.
Is the Roman Empire your Roman Empire?
Yeah. I think about it pretty often.
Let's get to Rhonda and Patrick, Brittany and Will. They go on a tandem bike ride together. No helmets. Wear helmets, people. Okay? You don't need to wear a hat. Wear a fucking helmet.
These are middle-aged people, What are they? It's not safe.
Okay, good. You agree with me. I don't get why people don't feel that they need to wear a fucking helmet, okay?
Dude, if I could wear a helmet all the time, absolutely. That was my favorite thing about when I lived in New York. I would bike. I would just wear my helmet to the bar. I got treated different, but sometimes I like that.
It's nice to be treated differently. It's really a little special.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about tandem bicycle rides? Do you like them? How do you feel?
I think it's good for friendship. I don't know if it's good for a marriage.
Yeah, I like it because I don't have to pedal. I'm not going to pedal. Just let Maria pedal the whole time,
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's one way to figure out, what's the power dynamic in the marriage?
Faster, treat it like a
chariot. A cigarette with your legs up in the back, honking an old 20.
I'm transparent about it. I'm not being secretive. I'm letting her know I'm not pedaling. So it's honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it.
Let them know this is my boundary. My boundary.
Yes. I think if you're open and honest about being an asshole, it's totally okay.
I will say there is something that I'm very much rooting for Pat and Rhonda. I like them.
I do too. I'm a little. I don't know how optimistic I am about it, but I'm rooting for them.
Yeah. I would say my top people I'm rooting for is Chad and Belinda, but I don't know. They're second place.
I don't think Rhonda likes Patrick.
I think Rhonda likes Patrick too, and I think Patrick.
No, I don't think she likes him.
You don't think she likes him?
No, I think she quite dislikes him.
Maybe. I mean, she did. Yeah. You might be right.
I think it comes up in this scene. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. So Rhonda and Brittany talk, and Brittany. Let's first say what Brittany says. She says that her and Will are realizing they're two very different people, and she says they had a big argument, and she left without saying where she was going, and maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. And I just want to say about that. Well, is that big of a deal? I mean, like, she wasn't going to leave the hotel. I mean, she was going to come back. Like, was it like?
I mean,
that they
do you
fucking
do you
deal?
remember quarantine and lockdown, and you're just like, I want nothing more than to just leave and be alone because you're trapped in this place with people. Like, yeah, I think Rhonda is very much the wind, you know? Like, she's just like, she can't be held down, man.
This is Brittany, though. Brittany's
Oh,
saying...
we're talking about Brittany.
This is Brittany talking to Rhonda. We're just doing the Brittany side. She's saying that when she got in that argument with Patrick and she left to go get her chicken fingers, she is saying, when I got in the argument with Will, I should have told him where I was going. And I'm saying, is that really that big of a deal? I mean, you came back. You obviously were somewhere in the hotel. You didn't take your bags with you.
Do you location share with your fiance?
I do not.
Right. What about when you get married? Are you going to location share?
No.
Right? Give me that.
Do you location share?
No.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think it feeds the anxiety more.
We just trust each other. I mean, I don't judge people who do, but it's just not really like a thing. I will say that we do both have air tags on our keychains sometimes that we both have access to, but like I don't look at it. Like it's like I technically have it, but like I'm never like, oh, I need to know where she is. The only time I ever looked at it was when she left the house when I was planning our proposal and I needed to know where she was when she was coming back. That was the only time I ever tracked her.
Typical man, only when you need to know where she is.
Yeah, only when I need to know. But I think that was pretty acceptable. But I'm like, I don't need to know where she is. She doesn't need to know where I don't know. It's just not, I don't know.
I just don't think I think it's completely fine. Let anyone I don't need my partner knowing how many times I'm going to McDonald's in a week.
Yeah.
It's already bad. I already know this.
I tell her where I'm going all the time, or I'm usually just at home anyway. So, yeah.
I will tell her after I've gotten it and consumed it. She's like, where were you? I was like, I was at Jollibee and I ate a bucket of chicken for family in my car. I just love chicken.
Well, let's get to Rhonda. She says last night she asked Patrick when the last time he was in a relationship was, and it was 6 months ago, and it was a 3.5-year relationship. Rhonda says her last relationship was in 2020. And she says when she started to question Patrick about it, he got very defensive and says he felt judged.
I mean, it's hard to try to be present with this when you know what happens in the later episodes, I will say. But like, he's just scared of hurting people's feelings. This is a guy that's like, he's got a whole other life of, things that he won't articulate because he's scared to,
Well, she's also judging him. She keeps talking about how she's not judging him, but she definitely is.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a leaf blower literally right outside my window.
It's not that loud.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about it?
I think that obviously coming into this after 6 months would be a little concerning, but I think that the way that she talks about it, like she is like, oh, I wasn't judging you. I was just concerned from my perspective that you could be just doing this on a whim. And it's like, well, that does sound judgmental. I'm not criticizing you. I just am worried that you're fucking me over. And it's like, no, you are criticizing him. But like, it's reasonable for you to be worried. You could just be phrasing it better and be less in denial about it.
What it kind of feels like is she has all this like therapy language and knowledge, and she's using it for selfish reasons. Like, it's like she's a Sith. You could be a Jedi and be altruistic and try to save the universe with your knowledge and wisdom, but a Sith uses it for themselves. You see, she's like a Sith therapist. Or a Sith counselor. Kind of like Pastor Cal. Also he's like the Darth Sidious.
He switches from dark side to light side all the time. He's a flip-flopper.
And that's what makes him very dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what makes him the Romney of the show.
I keep thinking about in the first episode when or her first episode when one of her kids was like, "Mom, you need to be careful because you need to make sure that it's not always your way or the highway." And
Yeah.
like it always stands out for me in like every scene, basically. Now I'm not saying Patrick is perfect. I think he does need to be a better listener. I think that, but I do think that she like doesn't like him. So I think that it kind of prevents things from happening because she at the end tells she says Patrick is so fucking sensitive and his long-term marriage fucked him up and she doesn't want an insecure man. So she's already labeled him as too sensitive, insecure, and fucked up by his long-term marriage. So she's like diagnosed him as kind of like foobar.
And, and I will say, I've read Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. And, Patrick was raised by that generation of very scary, we fought in World War II people. You know what I mean? He's those, like I didn't, oh, you know what? Maybe.
Yeah, Elsid says Patrick is auditioning to be Rondo's pool boy. Yeah, she needs help with the gardening.
But like, yeah, he's a nice guy, right? And he does what he's told.
Yeah.
He's just another dog. There's Desi, there's Lucy, and now there's Pat.
Yeah. Woof.
Woof
indeed. Yeah. Jinx. Wow. Do you know what a catamaran is?
Yeah, I it's like a yacht, right?
I was like, they're like, is a catamaran different than a boat? I'm like, it is a boat.
It's on water. It's not a submarine.
All catamarans are boats, but not all boats are catamarans. I think that is the explanation. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking deep. You're totally
right.
It's
really deep. I don't know if they could handle it. So they go on this boat party and everyone's kind of talking about it. They're all like, we have bumps, but we're all falling in love and everything is so great, but we're all just having little bumps in the road, engineered by the producers and kind of planned ahead by these little things that they knew we would have conflict with, like how many kids we wanted.
I just love that you have this sort of deep state take on Married at First Sight.
It's not a deep. It's true.
It is true. It is reality TV, but still, it is. It is
deep state.
Yeah,
it's this QAnon take.
Yeah, and they control the weather too. You see,
they probably do. They bring in rain machines.
Actually, I did see Truman Show. They can do that.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
I feel this is from Sandy in the chat. I feel like Rhonda is projecting. She's the one that's sensitive, insecure, and fucked up from a previous marriage. I do think that's true. I think that they both are. And
Sandy's
I do
been to therapy. You can tell. Yeah, that's 100% true.
And I think she actually admits that at one point, but not like enough. Like she does say, like, I'm bringing in. Actually, no, maybe that was Brittany. Actually, I don't know if Rhonda admits it.
No, but Rhonda does something like that, but she's like very defensive about it at first.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, right. She doesn't get challenged. And that's why she's like, oh, but I've been single for this long and stuff like that. It's like, well, yeah, you kind of have this tendency to push people away when you don't get what you want. You know?
She's such a steamroller. And it's like, if it doesn't go exactly the way that she wants, it's just like, Rhonda, like, let it go. This guy is willing to work with you. And she's like, you don't like these things about me. He's like, no, that's like what I really like about you. Like, he's so, well, we'll talk about it, but he's so nice to her about like her personality and stuff. He's like, I love these things about you. Like, yeah.
And Patrick really does try to, take on the language. He's like, I hear that you were feeling this way. And I was talking about myself more than I was, curious about, and I apologize. It's like, he's doing his best,
Yeah.
But he's perfect,
Yeah, exactly. But continue on with this scene. Josh gets Jalen to jump in the water, which I do think that's kind of a fun part of their dynamic, that he's getting her to kind of like be less sheltered and kind of like do these things that don't seem really that crazy to me. But she's like willing to do them. And you kind of see Belinda be like, oh my God, I can't believe that she's doing it, but it's kind of sweet. Like, I like that aspect of it,
Yeah, I know that they both have complicated histories and childhoods and things like that, but they are the most simple and
Yes.
straightforward. You know what I mean?
Well, they were cast that way to be our ingenues. They're like our little.
All right, deep state.
They were bred in a lab. This is intentional. It happened many
Peacock
years
lab
ago.
Yeah. No, you're totally
Satan.
right. But
And
yeah,
these
that
frogs.
is a cute. Yeah. It is a cute moment, and I also can't get over how much Josh looks like Anthony Starr from The Boys.
That's what he looks like.
Exactly like
Homelander. Yes.
American Homelander with a giant koi fish on his back.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
Rhonda
okay,
really. Sorry, continue.
No, I was just saying that this Homelander has whimsy. But what were you going to say?
Finally, Homelander with whimsy. That's what we've been looking for. We should send this to Amazon. Rhonda really likes watching people kiss.
Yeah, look at those beautiful lips together. Sugar lips.
Yeah, sugar lips. Yeah, kiss
You're
for me.
right.
Yeah, everybody smooch. Yes.
And she's like a marketing executive too. Like I bet you she
marketing
has a few
executive
HR complaints on her under her belt in her file. You
Oh,
know?
because she's always like, everybody in the office kiss.
Yeah, I think she's a little
please."
but Brittany is also an HR person, so there's that.
I think the boss should kiss all the interns. Yes, sugar lips.
Yeah, look at those beautiful lips together. Sugar lips.
I'm
So
a millennial. I don't have a ringtone, but if I did, it would be that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is exactly.
What a weird way to talk about it. Look at those beautiful lips together. That's not how, yeah.
Yeah, I think, is it because I'm a straight man that I've never had the courage to say that? I don't, you know what I mean?
No, it's just because you're a wimp. You need to
Maybe.
be brave.
Maybe. And I also don't make eye contact. Even right now, I'm actually looking at the bottom corner of my.
Yeah, I'm just watching the stock market right now. I've been doing it the whole time. I was just go up and down, NASDAQ,
right
all that shit. Yeah. It reminds me of actually this soundbite from Love is Blind Brazil season 5.
Damn, our lips fit. It was like fireworks.
Our lips fit. It was like fireworks. You know, just the way that people talk about kissing never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those beautiful lips together.
Yeah.
Just I thought you overlaid it. You're pitch perfect on this Rhonda and Brennan. Yeah, I don't. Well, I guess because we can't see them have sex, all we get is the kissing.
I love the kissing. We need
for it.
more kissing. Rhonda gets it too. You know, I'm Team Rhonda. Let's get to Megan and Derek. I still can't get over their names. Unacceptable.
The spelling is off.
Unacceptable.
The spelling is completely
MEGHANNDERREK. Change your names.
Two N's?
Unacceptable.
At the end of the name?
Yes.
Did you not think that we caught the N the first time? That we didn't
I
know your
don't
name
know.
ended?
I don't. Patrick, no K at the end. What is happening here?
What are they all from Los Angeles or something with their weird names?
Yeah,
Shit,
we're getting
Burlap?
weird and funky out here. I don't like it. We need some normalcy. We need to go to the heartland of America.
Yeah, where we spell Patrick with a CK at the end.
With a
damn it.
CK.
Yeah.
Let's get to Megan and Derek. They get dinner later. They said everybody had a good time on the boat, and something that Megan said stood out to me.
Yeah, everybody's getting litty titty.
Everyone's getting litty titty. Now, Tommy, this is a phrase I have only heard on reality TV before, and I have heard it quite a bunch.
Cheers to getting litty as a titty. I want to get litty titty at this pool party with my girls. I want to get litty as a titty tonight.
How to get litty titty out here.
Yeah.
Your deep state theory, it is all connected. It's one producer. It's the
I mean,
1% of producers pulling all the strings.
It's been happening since Love is Blind season 3. People have been getting litty titty. And
I gotta see those end credits. I want a paper trail.
Well, are you ready for some more of this? Kinetic content. They make Married at First Sight. it was the first show they made. They also went on to produce Love is Blind.
Shut up.
And that is where Colleen said.
Cheers to getting litty as a titty.
So.
But what about Tower 7, Max? Was 9/11 really an inside?
People were getting litty titty there. So put that all together.
That is such a big crumb of just like, that's evidence like I've never seen before. You know?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
One producer just trying to make litty. What is this? Trying to make
litty titty happen.
I would never say litty titty.
I want to get litty titty at this pool party with my girls.
Well, you don't want to get litty titty with your girls at a pool party?
But lit as a tit sounds fun.
Cheers to getting litty as a titty.
So you would say litty as a titty, but not litty titty.
No, I would say lit as a tit.
Oh, okay. No, that's not the phrase. It's litty as a titty.
I know. But maybe it's because I'm subversive. I love all.
Okay. Oh, you're subversive. Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
I thought you were norm as form.
That's true. I like my tomato soup warm.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's strange. I don't love that. Also, everyone is constantly drinking on this show. Like, there's not a single sober person.
Yeah, that's how you make good reality TV.
I guess you're right. That's how else are you going to make those mistakes happen, you know?
Exactly. It's bad when they stop doing it. Let's get to Rhonda and Patrick. Speaking of drinking, making these cocktails. She says, now that I've had time to process and drink some more, what was happening to me wasn't a criticism of your choice to get married at first sight after 6 months after your last relationship. I was just feeling vulnerable in that you might not be ready for this. And I was trying to express it at the time, and I don't feel you processed it. And Patrick is like, your eyes glassed over and I felt judged and you made me feel small. And she's like, no. It was about me, not you.
Yeah, that sounds like she was judging. And
then she says she felt smothered. She feels smothered by him.
Yeah.
Which is a different reality show. Which is about being smothered by your mother. It's called Smothered.
Oh.
Totally different show.
That was the spinoff from Smothers Brothers, right?
Yes.
That Steve Martin was on, and that ran for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I was so Team Rhonda, and now with your deep state, anti-Rhonda, sort of.
Whoa! I'm not anti-Rhonda. I love Rhonda.
I don't know, Max. Kind of sounds like.
I love Rhonda. I just don't think she likes Patrick, but I love Rhonda. I love her free spirit. I love her house. I like her.
Yeah, you're right. She's very direct.
I like that she doesn't talk about space all the time. She has other things to talk about.
That is a fun thing about Patrick. Patrick is just he's so clearly a dad,
Yeah.
Let's have sex. And they tend to have sex with Rhonda, I think. That's also what they like to do.
Oh, that's what dads do?
That's what dads like to do.
Good to know.
Help me, Rhonda.
Yeah, Josh and Jalen, they talk about their upbringings, and they talk about how they didn't go to college. And Jalen says she thought she was going to go to college, but she got caught up in, and I quote, the work industry.
Huge red flag.
Are you familiar with the work industry? It's the industry where you work jobs and you do work for money.
I didn't know that in far as like nomenclature works, that there's the industry, like, the tech industry, the service industry, hospitality industry, and medical. And then there's work industry.
Yeah, there's overall work industry. Yeah.
Which I missed that class at college that I did attend.
Yeah.
But not Jalen. She caught that class.
Yeah, she didn't even need the class. She didn't go to college. She just
learned about the work industry. I was like, shit. This whole time I was like, I have to go into tech. I have to go into entertainment industry. I thought there were all these other.
She went right into the work industry. Yeah.
Just went straight into fucking work, dude.
And then I was like, what is her job? I mean, we later learned that she does like cycle instructor. According to Google, she is a realtor and also owns a social media management business. She is a fitness instructor teaching cycling classes in addition to her real estate work. So, she's definitely in the work industry. She definitely works.
Yeah. That's it's nuts, right? Because like her hobby is another job. Like she loves to hustle, right? Like like some people like to, do crafts for like a hobby or bird watching. She's like, no, I'm gonna go teach cycling, spin for money. And that's gonna be that's my relaxation, my break,
That's pretty common though, right? Being a cycling instructor for money.
Yeah, I it just sounds like one of those jobs. Like, how they say like America's not making new jobs.
Yeah.
An indoor rock climbing instructor that wasn't around 30 years ago. I'm pretty sure those are new jobs that we created. I think
you're right.
There's
there's so many jobs around. People need to just get up.
Get 4 jobs like Jalen.
Get 4 jobs. Join the work industry.
Oh, man.
I love that also stood out to you. I was like, what is the work industry?
I got up from my couch and I said, what the fuck did she say?
Your dad definitely played professional baseball and you grew up rich. Like, if we're talking about ponies at your birthday and the work industry.
And then, this is the work industry. And then there's the other side of that where, Josh has a sort of Huckleberry Finn upbringing. I rode my bike 80 miles, to the community pool and then rode it back. And it was dusk by the time I would return home. What did you eat? Nothing.
Yeah.
Pool water, chlorine.
She's like, we ate lamb shank every night, Ted.
Yeah. Oh, that fucking MLB paycheck.
My Sweet 16 cost $100,000.
But yeah, Josh is. I think he's very graceful about it. He doesn't get fazed by it. I also am slightly bothered with everyone re-upping on the rings. They were like, "Oh, I don't like this. Here's a giant diamond."
So quickly, you don't even know if you're going to stay married to this person.
It's just love bombing, dude. Everyone's.
I know, it's like you're bribing them to stay with you so quickly. I'm like, what?
Also, I would have liked at least one poor couple. Everyone seems to be doing okay financially.
Yeah, I just think they never do it on these shows. I just think they don't want to like add that element to
right.
it. I agree though. It's always upper middle class people. It's always like everyone's always doing well. It's like, can we get some poor people here?
Yeah, I just want to see like 2 people really excited to stuff mozzarella sticks from the buffet.
Yeah.
In their pockets, But it's I don't know. They're both equally, and I don't want to use this word. They're just simple. They're very simple.
Whoa, Tommy, you can't.
Little coded.
Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we don't like that. The children don't like that.
I guess those are very clever. Those are college.
Did your grandparents kiss you on the lips?
No, they both had drinking problems. So I think if they did, they probably wouldn't have led anywhere good. I don't even think my parents kissed me on the lips.
I'm not a fan of kissing children on the lips. That's not a big thing I'm not a fan.
It's almost like, what are you trying to prove? Right? It's like when a guy puts his head in the gator's mouth. It's like, what do you get out of this? What more is there to gain?
I know. It just makes me think about Tom Brady. He's a kid kisser, and I don't think we should emulate anything that he does. So he's bad guy.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I do love that Josh's grandma just kiss him up, and that also Jalen just took that comment and she didn't even. Maybe it was the editing. Maybe
I feel like she didn't
didn't
react that much, but they just played the music. The editor was like, I need to add this music in to let you guys know that I think this is gross.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't care, but the editor was like, brr, 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 brr.
Yeah, it's a little
Ew.
it's a little nuts. I get it if it's your own kid too. There's something about grandparents. Yeah, it's like you're a whole other generation removed. I don't know. Look, what do I know? I've never kissed a kid on the lips. You know, maybe I'm missing out, but that's strange.
I'm glad you heard it here first. Tommy has never kissed anybody on the lips. So
Yep.
good. Sorry, a child on the lips.
Yep. Yet. No.
Yes. Yes. So that is definitely good to know. Let's move on to Chad and Belinda here.
My favorite.
They go out to dinner. Oh, this is great. So she says she really sees a future with him and can see herself falling in love with him at some point. And he says that it's the same for him, but things get a little difficult. Let's see how this goes.
I like the way that you make me feel special.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that you've been
Mm-hmm.
I've been drunk for 4 days.
I'm getting there. So let me get back on track. You're killing me. We're trying to talk and we're trying to share, and just let us talk and share.
I apologize.
All right. You know what? I'm tired.
I like how the producers, they're like, it's season 19. We can show how much we meddle in these conversations.
That was nuts. It really broke too much fourth wall for me.
I'm like, you guys are revealing that like you will meddle mid conversation to be like, now you tell her how you feel. Now you tell him how you feel. Now fight.
Yeah. Which makes me think, like, what are they saying when Derek and Megan are there? It's like, oh, you know, childbirth is so painful. Wreck your body. Doing it once is insane. You know?
Yeah. Try to convince her to have 3.
Yeah. A woman's purpose is childbirth.
Tell her you hate that fucking dog.
Yeah, and you're like, Jesus, what you producers, what are you guys doing? You know?
They're evil, yeah. It's great. That's why we love them.
Litty titties.
But everybody's getting litty titty.
I think Chad is just out of I don't know. The vibe that I get from Chad, and this is just my working theory, and I have nothing to prove this on, is that he's been hurt before. So this is his 4th marriage, you know. And so putting himself out there again, he's got his guard up pretty high, you know.
So you don't think that it was his fault in any of the previous 4 marriages?
No, I'm pretty sure it was. Almost exclusively.
No. It's just unfortunate all 4 times.
Yeah, could you imagine? It's just a hat trick. It's like, I guess I just keep picking them wrong.
No, I mean, I do understand the pressure, but it is pretty bad that you couldn't say like one thing about her besides like, you make me feel balanced. Like, what?
Do you remember his really like neutral Switzerland vow at the, you know,
yeah,
and he's like, I think God brought us together and God is good. And you're like, okay.
Casting brought you together.
Yeah.
So,
and now we can eat, you know, like now, like, okay, cool.
It's funny because he says really nice things to her all the time, and I kind of feel the best about them. Like, it feels the most natural, and that they get. So that's why it was really funny. I'm like, dude, like, you like her. Like, what? Why is this hard for you?
I think that feels the most like what an actual, like, watching your parents be married feels like. It's this sort of like sexless, sort of like tame romance, you know, like they dance sometimes. He's very much a father, you know. There's not a lot of it where I'm just like, they're banging in the shower, which was also a crazy end to, I forget what episode it was, of just watching Josh and Jalen make out in the shower. Who signed up? Who signs these waivers? Anyway.
It's so funny that I just watched so much reality TV that I was just like, yeah, that's normal. Like, whatever. People bang in the shower. I'm just like, whatever. There's so many. It's so funny bringing different people on the show now. And they're like, can you believe that happens? And I'm like, yeah.
Have you never seen Real World?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, people bang in the shower all the time.
Man, I guess I just read the good book too much.
Yeah.
Read too much Harry Potter, you know.
So later in bed, it's interesting that she was upset not about him unable to tell her that he had like what he liked about her. She seemed to be upset that he didn't show respect to the producers. That's what I got from it, right?
Yeah. Which makes me think, what dirt do the producers have on poor Belinda? Like, you know, these people are scumbags. You know that they pull all the strings, that they're the puppet masters.
Oh, you're finally getting on my side here. You're getting on the
deep state.
Oh,
deep
yeah.
state. We should change this logo. It's the Deep State Podcast.
Yeah. It's funny though, listening to that, to the sound clip. I was like, it doesn't sound like he was that rude. It sounds like he was just like a little frustrated.
And that's that's exactly his defense verbatim, Max. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
I just didn't have another way of articulating my frustration.
Maybe he was worse off. Maybe he was worse off camera. I mean, he definitely could have been more respectful and nicer, but I think he did take accountability in the way that he apologized and he was like, I can be better and blah, blah, blah. Like, I think that I think that the way that they connect and communicate is good. I appreciate the way they talk to each other.
But I want to know who was the producer that was talking. Like, what do they look like? We'll never know.
It was probably Liddy Titty, you know? It was probably Mr. or Mrs. Mr. or Mrs. Liddy Titty.
Yeah.
Let's get to Will and Brittany. Brittany is upset because she says she feels rejected by him and he clearly isn't comfortable being intimate with her. And he says he apologizes for his delivery not being better, but he thinks they should take things slower. Then he says we can do everything else but that. Like that's why I'm like, is there something regarding safe sex, right? Is that what is happening here?
Sounds pretty magnanimous of this gentleman. No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to use bigger words because of Will tends to try to inflate his vocabulary.
Litany.
Yes. Brittany's litany. But yeah, I'm just so curious. What do you think it is? You think
just tell us.
You think he doesn't know how to do butt stuff and he's just rubbing his butt on her?
Yeah, that's what's going on. He's just rubbing it.
She's like, that's not how that works. And he's like, you've rejected me and now I'm going to reject you back.
Our butts are safe.
Yeah, I just don't get what is...
That's exactly what someone whose butt isn't safe would say.
Exactly. He's lying. He's cajoling her. It's just not fair.
Cajoling? When'd you learn this word, Max? Cajoling?
Will taught me. He's been DMing me words of the day to improve my vocabulary and tests and stuff.
Pretty obsequious of you, Max.
Yeah, we're both sapiosexuals or whatever they're called.
I had to Google that one because I wasn't sure.
You didn't? You're not familiar with sapiosexuals?
Well, I guess I don't. I've only lived in Los Angeles for 3 years now, so what do I know?
We enter as we enter this they keep going on. She says it's hard to move forward because she feels rejected by him. I mean eventually they move past this, but I mean hopefully they'll do interviews one day and maybe they'll reveal what the fuck happened here.
Yeah, man, I need to know. It was one of those things where like I was on Reddit for a while just trying to be like, hey, what was it? And no one said it.
Did anybody have any theories?
I'm trying to remember now. No, I think what it was. It was late at night. I think I was projecting butt stuff into everything because it's literally all I think about is big vocabulary words and butt stuff when I think of Will.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I was different.
Let's get to Rhonda and Patrick. They're drinking again. And she hasn't cohabitated in 25 years. And she reminds Patrick that in addition to learning how to do things together, they're going to have to learn how to do things separately. She asks how he's going to feel about her going to the store by herself. And he's like, challenge accepted. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's like, I might go to the store by myself too. And she's like, well, you're going to have to be okay with it. Is he really clingy? Like, are we missing something here?
I don't know what I think Rhonda. Oh man, I mean, she is very insecure, right? She doesn't want to be exposed and vulnerable, and so she wants to maintain that distance, you know. But at the same time, forcing someone to be like, you gotta go live your life, you know, get off my fucking back. You're like, dude, why do you hate this guy? Max, I hate how much you've turned me onto your side.
Well, it's just weird it's just weird to address a problem before it even happens.
Yes.
Unless we're not seeing something where, like, every time she goes to pee, he waits outside the door like a dog or something.
Man.
Like, is he scratching at the door when she pees? Is it like when she went down to go get coffee in the morning, he was like, please let me come with you. And she's like, I want to go alone. He's like, no, you can't. We're married.
I will say, though, Patrick, the way that he looks at Rhonda is a lot like how I look at when I think my food's coming to the table when I'm at Chili's, you know, and then it goes to another table. But it's that sort of longing, like I've been waiting for 20, you know, he's so happy that.
Wow, you must love Chili's.
They have good fajitas.
Oh, okay. Oh,
but you know, but it's that, and it's like she's got to feel so brothered by it.
Yeah, Sandy says she can't handle listening to another fact about space. She's like, you're gonna have to let me go to the store, and please don't text me about space, okay? I can't do it.
And she needs space. Isn't that ironic?
Oh my god, dude.
And all he talks about is a different type of space, bro. They both love space.
Dude, you're blowing my mind about space right now.
Producers, man. Pastor Cal.
What'd you say? Pastor Cal, dude. He knows what he's doing.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. And then Derek and Megan, they're excited to move in together, but she's setting rules too. She says Derek can listen to EDM from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. each day. He has EDM hours. Okay.
Even as a joke, isn't that nuts to say that? It's just music.
I know.
He's not listening to the audio book of Osama bin Laden's autobiography. You know what
she
I mean?
would probably prefer that to EDM. Okay.
It is almost country music when I think about it. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
He was in rural Pakistan, I think, when they found him. I don't know what kind of country music that is. I guess that's more folk.
I will say Derek being unable to leave the toilet seat down is like at the age of what is he 38 is
he's
like
also 38. Yeah.
Is unforgivable. Like, how are you still leaving the toilet seat up?
Also, how are you still standing to pee in your own house? Like, I'm not going to lie.
Wait, you sit to pee?
Dude, I'm addicted to my phone. Okay. And I'm not dropping this guy in the toilet. I am sitting anytime I can. Anytime.
Wait. How slippery are your hands?
From constantly sweating because you know, I'm so excited to be on my phone, you know?
Oh.
To scroll Reddit.
Is very interesting.
I love my screens, you know? But also, like, yeah, I don't get it. Why? Just put it down. Just
put it down, regardless. I stand to pee, and I'm always on my phone when I pee, but I always put the seat down because I've been doing that since I was like a teenager. Like you learn to do it. I don't know. You've never been in a space with women before. I just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, Max. Your life will become easier if you just start sitting to pee. This is actually why I'm here today.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
What is it about it? What threatens you about that, Max?
I don't feel like having to stand up again.
You sound like you feel attacked.
You are attacking me.
Pastor Cal is here.
It's my lifestyle. I need space. You're so insecure. You're bringing stuff from previous podcasts that you've been on to my podcast.
That's it. That's all right. All right. Sure. That's what you want to say. But I'm just saying.
Crazy.
You sit to pee. Your knees will thank you.
I don't want to get back up again. I'll never get back up again.
And that's how the hemorrhoids start. That's how we all have the rise of colon cancer in America.
Exactly. Let's get to episode 6. The couples move into their apartments, and in 7 weeks, they're going to decide whether they're going to stay married or get divorced. The show is so wacky. I love how they get married and then they decide if they're going to get divorced or not. That's the show. Normally, it's they decide on the other shows if they're going to get married or get engaged. This one, you're going to decide if you're going to get divorced. That's the decision. You're not deciding if you're going to stay married. You're deciding if you're going to get divorced. That's the decision.
That's so fun. That is also so American, right?
Yes.
It's like, hey, how badly do you want to divorce this person? And I'm sure everyone's like about 60% of me wants to divorce this person.
Yes.
40% of me wants to make it work. And that's everyone in a marriage in America, by the way. That's how everyone feels.
Rhonda and Patrick's safe word is pineapple.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Pineapple is also a thing in the swingers community.
Oh, you know what? It's probably that.
That they have like an upside down pineapple is like a sign for that you're like a swinger.
Yeah, you might be right. And Rhonda was saying that she was having amazing sex in her 40s and 50s. So.
There we go. She's letting us know. Will and
pineapple.
Yeah, Will and Brittany. Brittany says to Will, "Can we decide that Panama never happened? You can't erase history.
Also, you can't erase episodes 3 through 5. You can agree to you, but the rest of us
we know. Yeah, sometimes they like pretend that like they're not on TV. It's really weird.
It's nuts.
Basic cable. Brittany says they talked about it and the vibes are good. And we see a flashback of them hugging it out. She says if she's being honest, he is being affectionate and giving her affirmations. She just has securities from previous relationships that she's bringing into things.
I think she dated other people that the producers had put into her life.
Oh my.
I think
this is like a long con. Like they've been following her for a long time. She's being groomed.
They've raised all of these guests. How do you call it? What, stars? Cast?
Contestants, cast members.
Yeah. How do you think Josh's mom went to prison, Max?
Oh my God. That was a setup?
That was a setup by Liddy Titty, by Big Liddy Titty.
By Mr. or Mrs. Liddy Titty? Oh, that is nuts.
Yeah, it's happening.
Chad and Belinda. She's a little worried about Lovey, her dog, getting used to Chad, and Chad appears to be concerned about Lovey sleeping in the bed with them because his dog doesn't sleep in the bed with him. This is always an issue on these shows when people, the dog sleeping in the bed. But
yeah,
you just got accepted, I think.
Did you grow up with dogs?
No, but dogs sleep in the bed.
Oh, with the human?
Yeah, I didn't grow up with dogs, but if I get a dog, the dog is gonna sleep in the bed.
Yeah, I get it. I'm pretty clingy too. So yeah, I don't think that's healthy
for a dog to sleep in the bed.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what you need. Let's not forget they're still pets.
What's unhealthy about it?
I don't know. I think you run the risk of becoming a Megan. She would kill a human to save a dog. You know what I mean?
I want to say I really appreciate that you have boundaries with animals because I think people are a little too attached to animals these days. I don't like the whole fur baby thing, the whole my pet is my child. People are a little too obsessed with animals.
I will say the TV show that was constantly on air at my house, Cesar Millan's Dog Whisperer. So I only know dogs to be pets,
they are pets, but I think a dog sleeping in a bed isn't like a red flag or anything bad. I think it's very common. Like dogs sleep in beds,
Yeah.
Cats sleep in beds. That's fine.
But you can overdo it.
You definitely can, especially if you have like 5 dogs in the bed, or you don't you just let the dog do totally whatever it wants. But but it's common, it's fine. But if you marry somebody and they're uncomfortable with it, you have to find a way to compromise and work it out.
And that's what I think is funny. None of these people actually know how to compromise, which is why they're on this show in the first place, right?
Yes, that's why. Yeah. Well, they also want like followers and fame and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah,
You're
they want to be
blowing
on
my
TV.
mind, Max.
Yeah.
Now I think your last name is Liddy Titty. Now
Hey, it could be.
you nepo.
We don't know.
Nepo baby.
I'm a nepo litty titty. Derek and Megan. Derek says he only uses all natural cleaning products like white vinegar, and she's concerned about the smell. I would be too. That sounds terrible.
That is awful. I sometimes will find if there's ever mold in my bathroom, white vinegar does kill black mold, but
It smells bad. That's why I use balsamic vinegar instead. Use balsamic vinegar on everything.
And then I make a salad in my bathroom.
Yeah. And I throw some prosciutto on everything. I rub the prosciutto, some salami, some gabagool, rub it all over everything.
I'm fucking taking the salad shower.
Just taking the salad. Hey,
I'm tossing the salad.
what's the matter with you? Hey, Christopher.
Christopher. I don't like Derek.
What?
There's a part of me that because like I do play this game too when I'm watching reality TV where I go in my head, I go, if I met them in real life, would I hang out with this person? And I think Derek's just a little too outside of what I would. I don't know. He doesn't use Windex. This is a man that doesn't use Windex. Windex is pretty. He's alienated me and all of the characters in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I was just about to say it's the opposite of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's something to be said about a man that doesn't trust Windex.
Yeah.
And how I can't trust that man either.
I know. I don't want an all natural. I mean, I'd be fine with an all chemical household. I would just feel more safe. I would feel more protected.
Dude, give me macroplastics, dude. Not even the micro. I want to see my plastic.
I feel like my body can handle it.
I think I could.
You got to pay to play in life. Okay, that's what has to happen, Tommy.
You have to pay to play.
Yeah. Derek is also concerned about Zoe sleeping in the bed, and Megan instantly says Derek should be prepared to take her out for walks in the morning, and he better not treat her like a stepchild. And it's like he just met the dog. He's never had a dog before, and you're like, well, your responsibility as my husband is to walk my dog every morning. And it's like, you have to slowly introduce these things.
You can't. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I understand doing dishes if one person cooked, you clean, right? Like,
yeah.
I get that's like an almost unspoken sort of justice about household chores. Yeah. But, you know, I'm having sex with you, so walk my dog? What is this, ransom?
It's like eventually, yes. And I know you are technically married, but you're actually going to make a decision in a few weeks if you're going to get divorced. So this kind of feels like not totally a real marriage, to be honest, even though it is. And like, he's not you have to get him to like love the dog first and feel like it's his dog before you start commanding that he walks it every morning. Like, that's crazy.
I will say that there is something to be said about how many times they say, well, this is a real marriage. Like every person.
Yeah, it makes it feel like it's not a real marriage the more you say it. It
almost makes it feel like exactly that, right? Yeah, that it's not real. And that if you did make it into a drinking game, you would be fucking plastered. You know, you would be shithoused.
Yeah, I'm going to say when I get married, I'm going to say that like every few days. Maria, this is a real marriage, okay? Get serious here. It's real.
The one thing I've been curious about too, though, is like what Borat came out in like 2008, 2009 or something like that, right? I want to go back to when that season aired and see how many people were saying my wife,
because people still do it.
Because people still do it, but could you imagine on this show, Married at First Sight?
Was Married at First Sight out at the time?
I mean, we're on season 19. You know, what year is it?
Yeah, but how many seasons come out a year?
Oh, shit.
When did Married at First Sight premiere?
Jamie, please look up when Married at First Sight, when it came out.
July 8th, 2014.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble.
That's fine. That's fine. Still never too late.
Yeah. Josh and Jalen, we go to the cycling class and she just kicks his butt.
Perfect. Perfect.
That
cycle.
Perfect.
There's a tone, there's a subtext of a tone there that just feels like antisocial personality disorder. You know what I mean? It just feels a
Are
little
you diagnosing
sociopathic.
someone on this podcast? We only diagnose people as serial killers here, okay?
I have a degree in theology, actually.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Then we're good. We're good. You have a degree in theology from Fordham, so
yeah, Jesuit school. But yeah, so that gives me no real authority to say that Jalen might be a serial murderer.
it's Halloween. It's spooky. You know, really very fitting.
Oh, I see the game you're playing, Max.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I poor Josh. Have you ever done a spin class?
No, I would never do a spin class.
You've never done a spin class?
Why would I do a spin class? I would have to sit down on the bike and then get up again.
But you'll stand to pee. Who is this man? What is your logic?
I don't like sitting down and getting up again.
Oh, that's all it is? You just like, once I'm up, I'm up.
Once I'm up, I'm up. Once I'm down, I'm going to be down at least for a few hours. So.
You only got one gear.
Yeah.
Oh, children are playing outside. Yeah, man. Spin classes they're brutal. It's like if you did Marine Corps training while a Navy SEAL, did butt stuff to you. I can't think of anything else. I'm just thinking about Will right now. But it's horrible. It's horrible. You feel sick, and that's what Jalen does for fun in her spare time.
Our butts are safe.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, she's a member of the work industry, so of course this is fun for her. It's something that people in the work industry do. You're not a member of the work industry.
I don't think I've ever been in the work industry, and I forget. Yeah, you're right. They're built different. That's the thing. Work industry people, dude, watch out. That's what my grandmother used to tell me.
I just wish I had been told about the work industry sooner. I didn't know that I could work in the industry. Yeah.
But it's literally those types of people in the work industry. Like, how there are tech bros? Work industry people? Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah. You don't like Jalen?
There's just something about her that feels a little contrived. As if she wanted to be on a reality TV show.
What? You think people on reality TV shows wanted to be on one?
I like to subscribe to the sort of Socratic, idea of like a philosopher king. Like a real king shouldn't seek power. The same way that I don't like my reality stars to seek fame and notoriety.
Reality TV jumped the shark many years ago. They all are here to seek fame and power. They are all here to gain followers. That is what is happening.
Oh, it's nuts.
El Cid says Jalen looks like a curated Barbie personality. No, I mean, she does seem the most here for some kind of influencer type position. I mean, daughter of a baseball player type kind of deal. I agree.
Yeah.
I do say she seems like the one who's having the most fun, though, being on the show. She's just there having fun, which I think is a good way to go about being on reality TV because it makes most people miserable.
Oh, man, I guess you're man. I want to know what she's actually thinking. Who is she? Who is Jalen? If that's even a real name.
Maybe she's just like, my life's been pretty charmed. How about I have fun?
I heard her real name is Hillary, not Hilaria. Yeah, I just wonder. I don't know. I would love to see her starting to crack, but I think
in the previews it looks like it's going to happen. So let's see.
Yeah, Pastor Cal stirring the pot.
Yeah. We go to Brittany and Will, and they go to Brittany's house, and this is so funny.
Oh, this is great. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't react to her beautiful home.
Hold on. Can we talk about her home real quick? It
Yes.
looks like this room that I'm in right now, this is my unfurnished office. She hung no paintings. She has a small plaque that says like love and then like a thing that says recipes. Like there's no her style. This is exactly how my partner described my apartment when the first time she came to my house. She goes, your decor screams change me. Like, that's what my girlfriend said to me the first time. And I just, there's nothing warm in that home. It's just all utility and organization. It's cold. It's cold, like the planet from Oblivion.
Which is like perfect for Will. That like I feel like you're describing Will.
Wow, you know what? You're totally right. If this was like a Room Raiders MTV style type matchmaking thing, yeah, that would be the guy to match with that home.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't like I feel like he didn't have anything to say just because he was like, oh yeah, this seems ideal for me, you know, kind of soulless home.
Yeah.
Kind of perfect.
Oh yes, another giant expensive prison. How nice.
Yes. Oh, this would be ideal for me to sit in sometimes while I read the dictionary for new words to say.
Bro, she had a giant gray sectional. Like she couldn't even choose a color. Like that was nuts to me. Like she made no commitment to pops of color.
No, yeah, but yeah, he really all he had to say was just to make fun of her for bringing too much stuff to their apartment.
That did suck. That as a man that has made that mistake, how do you not know that, buddy? Like, how do you know? You don't go into someone's house and do that.
She's so proud of buying her own house at a young age, and all I could say was like, "Wow, this is really cool that you did this. You have a really nice home." You're just supposed to tell people they have a nice home, like, "Oh, you have a lovely house." That's all you have to say.
But I would have liked him to walk in. It's like, "Oh, so when do you move in?" You know. Oh man, yeah, he could have just lied, but that's not.
That's what you do. You go to someone's house, you go like, "Oh, you have a lovely place." Yeah. Easy.
I love how your toilet is right in the living room, you know. But yeah, Will doesn't lie though. Will doesn't.
No,
actually,
but
Will probably lies.
He should start lying more.
Yeah. What do you think that is though? Why do you think he was withholding that compliment? What do you think his logic was?
Didn't he talk about how like he feels that he's like afraid of talking too much to her? So like I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, because the only thing I know about Will is that he really hates the Catholic schism of 1028.
Yes, that was amazing.
1048. Like,
look, let me tell your father I just met, who's very religious, about my problem with the Crusades. Let me do this.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Cool.
It's like, so you'll do that, but you can't just say you have a lovely home. All you have to say. You have to say one line, and you can't say it.
And he was fucking locked and loaded with that answer, too. To his father-in-law. Like, Will is a psychopath. But so is Brittany. So is everyone on this show. Man. You know what? I've completely come around. I'm a fan. I really enjoy Married at First Sight.
I know, it slaps. It's really good.
It fucking slaps.
Let's get to Rhonda and Pat. They go to Rhonda's house. She has a nice home. I like how it's nice and funky. It really fits her. She has a pool out back, the flowers. Yes. I really like it. She has a decorated home, a lived-in home, but she's also lived there for 25 years. So
which means she's 5 years away from that thing being paid off, you know.
Yeah, let's give Brittany some grace, okay? She hasn't lived in her home for that long.
She's only 29. Okay? Do you remember what your house looked like at 29? Probably awful.
Yeah, my house that I own. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. If I had a house at 29, the only furniture in there would be a used air mattress. That's all there would be. With napkins as bed sheets, like Bounty paper towels as bed sheets.
Patrick asks her about all of the elephants, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, I have a thing for elephants." But what is a thing for elephants? I want to know why. It's like her dream of being Jennifer. Why? Why did you want to be Jennifer? Why do you love elephants?
That is such a great point. She never explained. You know what? And that's the problem about Pat. he didn't dig deep enough. He's no Charlie Rose. He's just Pat. I love space. You know, he doesn't ask the real questions and that's why we're frustrated with him. See, Max?
Yeah, because he only cares about himself. I bet she feels the same way. Ask her about the elephants. Ask her about Jennifer.
I want to know. We have these burning questions, and we need them answered. And Pat's the only man that can find them.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Well, she says she has big concerns about cohabitating, but she can't talk about it today.
She's
So in
got
the meantime,
plenty of space in that house. And, like, I don't know. That's a house, though, that could be a little Marie Kondo'd. You know what I mean? I don't think everything in there sparks joy. I think some of those things can get lost.
No, she needs everything. She needs all the elephants. She needs more elephants. We get to Derek and Megan, and Derek tells us last night Zoe was barking and sleeping on his side of the bed. It's not your side of the bed, Derek. It's Zoe's, okay? So shut the fuck up.
Go do crunches in your sleep, you fucking psycho. You know?
And apparently they got into an argument about who should be walking Zoe, which is crazy. They've been together, like Zoe's been there for like one day, and they're getting into an argument about who should walk the dog.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm not arguing about this. You should walk your dog.
It is like someone getting married for the free childcare. You know what I mean? It's like it's
I'm like
wrong. It's like that's not how that works. You know?
Yeah. So he goes for a walk, and he comes back, and Megan's like, "You seem angry," and he says, "You asked me if I could walk Zoe by myself, and that was surprising to me because I thought we could do that together, and I wasn't expecting to have to do that alone. And then later you were running late, and you made me walk the dog." And she says, "Fine, you will never have to walk the dog again." And I would have gone, "Okay, great.
Yeah.
Picking up dog shit. That sounds okay. Problem solved. Okay."
She does treat it like she's taking away this great privilege, you know?
Yeah. You don't get to pick up Zoe's beautiful shit. Her beautiful dog shit. My beautiful Zoe's beautiful dog shit.
Look at her perfect dog anus.
Yeah, come on.
It looks like it's a constant pucker. It looks like it's one of Josh's grandparents trying to kiss him. That's how tight-lipped it is. Look at that anus. Look at that beautiful Zoe dog anus.
Yeah, Elson says Megan said don't walk it again. She called Zoe an it. Zoe is a she. She's a beautiful girl. Her daughter. She called her daughter it. Her fur baby.
Oh, yeah. Who is Megan? Like, who? She's... Oh,
yeah,
man.
who is Megan? Huh. Who is Megan?
She works in a storage container, which is a big thing in Austin. A lot of people I know.
Everybody works in storage containers in Austin?
For the record, yes. Or at least my friends do. And it's
really?
Very strange. Yeah.
Do they drive into the storage containers too? They drive and they park in their storage container?
That was something I had not seen before. But, you know, Texas in the summer, I would prefer to park my car somewhere indoors, you know. But
why do they work in storage containers? Why is that a thing? It's very weird.
You know what? I'm going to blame the electric grid. I'm going to blame somehow Ted Cruz for this. I don't know how. I'm going to blame Ted Cruz's vacations.
I think that's fair. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
We support blaming Ted Cruz here on Reality Alert. That's our stance.
I would watch the fuck out of a Ted Cruz reality show, by the way, though.
Yeah, that would be really messy.
Yeah. Cruise control?
Sorry,
Eric
Sandy.
Peacock, greenlight it.
Sandy says all those ice baths froze Megan's personality. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like a cold plunge as much as the next Joe Rogan fan, you know, but it's nuts.
They don't do anything. There's no proof.
There is actually. There's like, again, it's the internet. You can find proof on both sides.
There's no real. There's nothing conclusive. There's nothing conclusive.
I do think that is the funny thing about all of this wellness and, again, health maxing stuff, the culture that we have now.
About basically any of it?
Yeah, because the thing is, ultimately, the only thing I know is that we all do die.
Not me.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring down the mood.
I'm not going to die.
I did hear that. I was talking to Jesus.
Oh, okay.
He's the man that lives next door to me. And he goes, Max, I've cursed him with immortality.
Yeah, it's a Tuck Everlasting type deal.
Yeah. I was gonna say Green Mile.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, either works. Same, very similar vibe.
That noise you make is one of my favorite Max noises, by the way.
That one.
Yeah, that high.
Should I put that on the soundboard?
You're such a tall man, and for that noise to come out.
Thank you for correcting large to tall. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Hey, look, we're all on our journey, baby.
Oh, now more shade. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But anyway, sorry, I was taking pages out of Megan's book. I was just trying to be a bitch. Oh, wait, did you catch that they were arguing on the couch? I think I might be jumping ahead episodes, but she goes like, "You're just being a dick." She just says that to Derek because he's like trying to come up with proof. She's like, "Are you just being a dick?" And there's like, he doesn't answer, but it's like clearly
because he was. Yes,
he's just being a dick. That makes me laugh so much.
I love this conversation when they're fighting and then she walks away and she's like, "And I just fell in the fucking toilet. What is wrong with you?"
And I don't fucking bitch about this. I don't complain about this. And it's like, you're doing it now. Like they both suck, right?
Yeah.
It is the subreddit "Am I the asshole?" But with the, you know how it's like everybody sucks.
Yeah, it's like it's what is the one? What is the abbreviation for all assholes here? Or is that what it is?
Something like.
It's like NAH is no assholes here. It's like I forget what the abbreviation is. Yeah. In confessional, Derek says Megan is defensive and reacts very emotionally, and this is, quote, showing some flags. But he doesn't say red flags. He just says flags. What kind of flags?
Is a great point.
It's like the work industry. What are these people fucking talking about? Work industry. Showing flags. Guys, you have to specify what you're talking about.
They're being too broad. They're being too broad.
You need to specify.
Just like show us that there's a personality under there and not just someone that the litty titty producer just fed lines into, you know?
There's red flags, there's white flags, there's green flags, okay? There's checkered flags. They all mean different things. There's Six Flags. There's the guy at Six Flags who dances and goes. Things have different connotations.
My God.
There's the flag with the black dot from Muppets Treasure Island, okay?
Heck yeah.
What kind of flag does Megan have, Derek? And by the way, it's
Trinidad
ESH.
and Tobago.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody sucks here. It's the ESH. That was the abbreviation. Now we know.
Yes.
And that's very apt for this.
That is how I feel about it. Yeah, I think a lot of these couples I can categorize into, does everyone suck in this one? Or, you know, this one's right, this one's the asshole. Like, but that's how the story unfolds, you know?
Yeah. Let's get to Belinda and Chad. They do
favorites. I'm going to keep saying it.
They do archery. That looks fun. And they both say if they was decision day, they would both say, let's do it. So let's say if they can hit the bullseye with this marriage.
Wow. That was pretty
good, right?
Wow. Holy crap. Are you a writer?
Yeah, I'm a writer.
And a poet?
I'm a poet. Megan and Derek. Pastor Cal is coming over, so they put on sparkly outfits.
That's a dead giveaway that something's wrong.
Yeah, are they peacocking to try to like hit on him?
Right.
Are you familiar with peacocking?
Like, we need a third, Pastor Cal. He's like, I'm a man of God, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe they're trying to fuck him.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to fuck Pastor. Remember,
they do have vibes of people that would be open to swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they say pineapple also.
These are people that are willing to get married at first sight, Max. I think these people, swinging, there's getting married at first sight.
You're right.
Swinging is like 3 down from that. I feel
they're freaks. They're down for fucking anything.
Dude, they're like, not even will I not have sex with anything. I'll fucking marry anything, dude.
So they were peacocking.
I think they were peacocking.
They were peacocking. I was going to sound married at first sight on Peacock.
Fuck.
Whoa, the corporate synergy is there. Pastor Cal, he seems to have met Zoe before. He was like, "Oh, and hello, Zoe, my favorite pet." I'm like, "Are she having Pastor Cal walk the dog too? Do you think she has Pastor Cal come and walk the fucking dog?"
Dude, she's trying to get anyone to, because she doesn't want to pay for the dog walker anymore. I
Yeah,
think that
all the
came on the
PAs she
show.
has walk the dog. She's getting like the other women's husbands to try to get to walk the dog. She's
Yeah.
like, "Well, you're my kind of friend's husband, so you should be walking my dog every morning."
Remember, Zoe is the only dog at that boys' party that they have later. You know what
I
mean?
know, very
And so
special.
it's like she's really trying to just get a free fucking dog walking service.
I know.
That's all Megan wants. That's why I don't think she believes in marriage or love or Derek.
Do you know what bothers me? Pastor Cal says he wants to know how the dog sleeping in the bed affects mommy and daddy time. Why can't you just call it like sex or lovemaking or intimacy? Why do you have to call it mommy and daddy time? That is so fucking weird.
Yeah, that does make.
Does that not make you uncomfortable?
Well, it definitely places Zoe as a child, right?
Well, that's
as-
weird, but just calling sex mommy and daddy time is weird too.
Yeah, and I think we all know that dogs love nothing more than to watch. Because if they're in the room, they're going to watch, and they're going to be confused by it a little bit too.
I don't want to confuse the dog. I want them to be okay.
Look, I think again, I'm pro boundaries with pets. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think if I'm trying to have sex, that dog needs to go to your room. That's what I
Perfect.
That sounds so patronizing.
Perfect.
It's evil almost. She is like a Marvel villain, She's like a Mephisto.
She's a Nepo baby villain.
Oh my God, you're totally right.
Yeah.
But you know who's not getting Mephistoed is Will.
Who's not getting fisted?
It's like that was the joke.
Our butts are safe.
Yes. Oh God, every time.
Pastor Cal says in marriage you should over communicate, and if there's a conflict, you should run to it.
How true do you think that is? You've lived with a woman for a while.
Yeah, we've been together for almost 12 years. Living together for a long time. Why can't you just communicate the appropriate level and handle conflict to the appropriate level?
Right. Yeah.
Like when I heard over communicate, I was like, why can't you just communicate? And why can't you just avoid unnecessary conflict and communicate to avoid conflict and then handle conflict at the appropriate level?
I'll tell you why, Max, because Pastor Cal wants there to be.
Yeah, I know. He was like, if there's conflict, alert the camera people if they're not in the room.
What a dick. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
I don't care if he is a man of God. He's also a man of goss and drama.
Well, I found the rest of the scene to be kind of boring because he was just trying to like kind of fix them, and he didn't play any games with them.
Like Pia does for.
Pia kind of handled it better. He was just like, you guys should listen to your tone more, and I was like, no, have them fight. Don't calm them down. Ramp it up.
It is funny seeing these two different like generational schools of thought. Like there's the Gen X and then there's a millennial way of marriage counseling. Pia's like, let's play a game.
Yeah. Icebreakers. Everybody gets a trophy at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Pastor Cal on the other end is like, let me tell you what's wrong and why I'm right. And you're like,
yeah.
Got it. Cool. Thank you.
Let's get to Will and Brittany. Pastor Cal comes over to them. They say it's been up and down like a yo-yo. And he goes, okay, so there's been good moments and bad moments. What have been some of your good moments? And they're like, and Will goes, well,
yikes.
Our butts are safe.
That was the most humanizing moment, I think, for me with Will, because I would have said the same thing he did, which was yikes.
Yikes.
But yeah, that's pretty rough. What was a good moment? And they were having, I'm going to go with it, weird sex. I think that's the only explanation I can think of.
Yeah. Well, they talk about the house thing, and I like how Will says, ideally, how would you have wanted me to react in the house? So next time I know how to give you, whatever you want me to say, I'll just say it. It won't be genuine, but what do you want me to say? I will write down how you want me to react in certain situations, and I will react as such.
On behalf of all men, as a man, we do suck sometimes. Like, that is the stupidest thing you could have fucking said.
But it's just like, I just would find it frustrating. Like, I don't know if I could be with somebody who just like doesn't know how to react in situations. And I would just be like, okay, when I take you to my house, I want you to pretend to be normal and compliment it. When I introduce you to my parents, I want you to be polite and say that you like me.
It is like having an AI husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's programming him, you know what I mean? And he's
I know, it's just a little ridiculous. But I think Pastor Cal is also right to be like, you can't do like the mind reading thing. Like, you have to tell him how you feel about things because he can't read your mind. Like, you have to over communicate. You have to run to conflict.
That was a good take though from Pastor Cal, because like Brittany is expecting him to read her mind though too, like,
yeah.
So all right, there's sometimes but that's the problem. He's smart. He's the master. He plays all the pieces, you know what I mean? Like, he's the puppet master.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Patrick and Rhonda, and Dr. Apia shows up, but right after they have this conversation about going on a bike ride, but he ran out of time, and then Rhonda suggests this trail riding group, and he's like, oh, like, I've heard of another one. I don't know. It seems very casual, but she gets very offended that he doesn't leap on her suggestion, right? Is that what was your take?
Yeah. She's like, oh, there's a Texas bike group. They're called the Sons of, Bicycles of Anarchy, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like, how come you didn't ask me how I know about that? And you're like, because it sounds fucking lame, dude.
Yeah, because he probably knows a lot about it because he's like an avid biker.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, man, I think Rhonda was just trying to, I don't know. She just wants to be seen. We all just want to be seen.
But I agree with her. It didn't feel like this in this circumstance he was being that dismissive.
No, in fact, I think he was very open to that suggestion. He's like, oh yeah, I guess I could, huh?
But she doesn't like him, and it comes up a lot
That's
here.
So fucking funny. The take is she just hates her husband. Just like let it be,
Yeah, because even when Pia shows up, he's like, I tried to be very intentional about listening to her when I was at her home and not talk about myself. Like, I've been really working on trying to be this person that she wants me to be. And she goes, but we just had this conversation and I was sharing my expertise about this great mountain biking group and he wouldn't even listen to me. And then Patrick, he, after some goading, he admits like, I feel attacked by Rhonda and her directness can come off as elevated and it makes me hard to express myself.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can see where that comes from. She's not, always very approachable.
Yeah, and then it's met with that consequence, and I don't know. I think for me, Pat does strike me as a guy that was punished a lot as a kid or in his last marriage or whatever. He's definitely got some trauma going on there, and so he's like, look, I'm just gonna stay out of the lane. What do you want me to do? Crap. I'll say what you want me to say. I'll try to ask less about myself and ask more about you. Like, he's so willing to make it easy. This is a guy who moved in with his mom after his dad died, like he's trying to take care of everybody. He's people pleasing, and he does admit to this. He does admit to being a people pleaser on air. But what I really do like is he goes, look, I'm trying to communicate as best as I can, or something like that. He goes like, but this is the way I do it, like I will always find this way of, I forget exactly how he said it. But that she's more direct and that he's more indirect,
Yeah.
And he's like, that's just our styles. That's how we communicate. That's the issue,
Yeah, and she definitely brings stuff from like her other relationships in here, being like, I feel like you're using my personality against me. Like, you say that you like my boisterousness and my free spiritedness, but then like And he's like, no, that's like what I like about you. I love what he says. He says your personality is an asset, makes you great at business and a mother. And he takes the blame. He says, I need to work on how I receive your directness. Like, he's still falling on the sword for her. And he's like, I want to learn and evolve because I love you. And she says, I believe you and you're being sincere, but I still feel unsafe. And I'm like, what more can he do? And that's why I think she doesn't like him.
Right. Because then what Pia asks is like, well, what can we do here to change it? And she's like, I just need space. And then Patrick's like, finally, the final frontier.
Yes, the cosmos.
Like, no, not that space. It's like, fuck.
He's like, what? I thought we did the thing. But I am like, what else can he do? Like, he is like totally like being like, I will do everything. Like, I will change who I am to accept you criticizing me all of the fucking time. You can be as direct with me as you want. It will hurt my feelings. I will cry, but I will love you. I just want to make this work. And she's like, fuck you. I feel unsafe by you bending over backwards for me.
Yeah, it was in that moment when I was like, okay, because it wasn't clear immediately to me. I think this was the moment where I was like, okay, Rhonda has some stuff that she's got to work through, like, you got to find ways of loving herself. Because like she was projecting all of that stuff of like, he's an insecure man onto Pat. And it's like, yeah, but also like we're all insecure. We're all human beings.
Not me. I'm secure and I'm going to live forever. Okay, Tommy? So
that is true. Mm-hmm. I did tell you, my neighbor Jesus told me that, right?
Yeah, and I'm tall. I'm not large. Thank you.
Yes.
So some things we need to set straight here.
You might be a size large, but that's only because you have such broad shoulders.
No, I'm 00. Thank you.
Women's. Women's polos only.
Will and Brittany, confused by this short scene. He says nothing will happen overnight, and he says, I'm not gonna do backflips because you brought in pizza one day, but I will work on expressing myself better.
There's a lot of telling and not showing. I did you see a pizza at any point?
I think he's just being like, I will never be good at expressing myself, but I will try.
What is he, Ninja Turtle? Why does pizza have to come in?
But if you bring me pizza, I will learn to say thank you, but I will never do backflips for you.
All right, this is too shrouded in. Oh man, I think he was having a stroke.
I do too. Rhonda and Patrick, she gives a confessional and she says she is exhausted because she is so afraid to be open and honest because of his past relationships. And now because of this, he will be even more reticent to do so. I'm like, are we not? Is he like talking about his past relationships off camera or in like footage we are not seeing? Because we haven't even seen him talk about his past relationships.
No, yeah. In fact, he almost comes off like he's been neuralized, like in Men in Black. You know what I mean? Like
when they do the little flash of light thing,
flashy thing. Yeah, it's like he's almost not mentioned it. If anything, he's trying to meet Rhonda where she, not even is, where she tells him to be. And he's trying. He's a 59-year-old man. Like look at the progress he made in just 3 episodes. It's amazing.
You have everybody's ages down pat. You're like,
I'm a very big ageist.
You're a big age guy. Yeah,
I'm a big age guy.
Let's get to episode 7. 44 days until decision day. Okay, everybody, we got 44 days. Yeah. They change the way they demarcate. They'll be like 7 weeks, and they'll be like 44 days, and then they'll be like 9,000 minutes. They really switch. They really want you to know different ways.
44 kilometers.
Yeah.
Time.
Brittany is making dinner, and she tells us they're progressing as a couple. And she's like, Will, you have to tell me if the food is good or not. Remember? And he's like, I'm not gonna do backflips over salmon, okay? Maybe a front flip, but not a backflip, okay?
For the record, that was the most basic fucking dinner I've ever seen. That is something I used to make for myself in college. But
you don't like you don't think salmon is impressive?
Not when you're microwaving the rice and that vegetable is just from a steam pot in a plastic bag. I saw how she was doing it. And how dare you have a block in your kitchen that says recipes and that's how you're preparing dinner? I saw what she did.
You have a problem with her house, her recipes, her lifestyle?
You know what it is? I'm hard on her because I am her. And I mentioned that at the top. I mean,
last time I checked, you don't own a house, so I don't know if you are.
That's also true. I rent.
And you don't work in the work industry. I'm pretty sure she works in the work industry.
No, Brittany actually works in HR.
That's not in the work industry?
It's an overseeing of the work industry.
You're right. Yeah. Who works
it's a tangential in the work, a service for the work industry.
Yeah, who works the work industry?
Holy shit.
Yeah, let's get to Rhonda and Pat. Rhonda says that even after last night's argument, they were still able to go to bed together. And they talk about how they can communicate better. And she says she might mess up. She just needs gentle reminders and patience. I don't think she's going to take any kind of gentle reminder well.
Yeah, no, I think she needs very blunt, hit across the head reminders, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with Rhonda.
Like a brick with a note.
I think
through the front window.
I think patience, you see how patience works and just over time, if she can adapt into the relationship, because I think she's been single for a while and you can see if he's the right person for her, because I think this is a big change.
I do also think this is what the attraction of like the Golden Bachelor is too, is that like we are, unfortunately, you know, we're not ever all completely divorced of our trauma. You know, and we are like
I don't have trauma.
Kill shelter. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't have trauma.
I know you don't, and I know that you are also ageless and immortal.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us, yeah, I just there's something very exciting about them meeting each other at this age with the amount of history that they have, and then just like having to navigate. Because like, you know, when you're a younger person, like again, Jalen and Josh, it's like, I have parents. It's like, I also have parents. Oh, great. Let's get married. You know, it's like, there's almost nothing.
Family is important to them. It's crazy.
It's nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that part and I think Pat's doing a great job. I really do. I'm team Pat.
He could shut up about space though. He could shut up about it.
But neither does Rhonda. Rhonda also needs space. I think they're the fucking space cadets, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
They're in the space race.
Let's get to Josh, Jalen, Chad, and Belinda. They do a crawfish boil. Apparently, Chad is a good chef. Apparently, Chad has said, I love you, but Belinda is holding out. She wants the power. This is a power play by her.
No, it's a Sheryl Crow song. That was originally written by Cat Stevens. It's the first cut is the deepest. For Belinda. That's what's going on. You know,
what do you mean?
She's going to try to love again, you know, but the first cut is the deepest.
Baby,
you know?
I know. Yeah. Baby, I know. Because all I want to do is have some fun. I get the feeling I'm not the only one.
Well, you know, it's another sunny day in LA to soak up some of that UV.
On Santa Monica Boulevard.
Are we flirting?
I thought we were the whole time.
I thought this whole thing was.
I've considered this whole thing foreplay. We're not even live.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've been married at first sight.
I haven't even been recording this. She says she just wants to feel it organically when she says I love you. Jalen brings up the post-nup to Belinda and says that maybe they should just get it out of the way to keep the relationship as strong as possible. And Belinda says her concern is that if one day Jalen wants to be a stay-at-home mom, she's not protected. But Jalen says she doesn't want to be a stay-at-home mom anyway.
Yeah, she's like, I want my children to have another Huckleberry Finn upbringing like their dad. And then just ride their bikes to the fucking watering hole.
And then they can join the work industry. Just like me, just like their mother. They can work.
For them, they can always join the work industry.
Yeah, the work industry will always be around.
But it's not a sector. It is the industry.
It is the industry of work.
Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, and I don't know what to say about the post-nup. I mean, it seemed reasonable at the time. It seemed reasonable if they want to do it. You're getting married to a stranger. There's money involved. Yeah.
There's a business involved. Like a business is another, especially if you have a partner in business, it's another marriage, you know?
Yeah.
And in fact, that's actually slightly scarier than an actual binding marriage contract. You know, this is like business law is fucking scary.
Especially
man.
he says he makes like $500,000 a year or something. Like there's actually
He said
like
that they went from making nothing to $500,000 in like 3 years and then a year. But, you know, it probably got better, but also maybe it got worse. I
yeah,
don't know. I'm not in the roofing industry. I'm in the work industry,
exactly.
you know?
Derek and Megan, he's upset that her Christmas tree is still up. He's like, the dog is one thing, but this Christmas tree, it has to go down.
What is this guy's line? He'll pay for sex in Southeast Asia, but he can't have a Christmas tree up.
Why, like, really, the Christmas tree? What is the fucking problem here?
I don't get it.
You'll play with Howler Monkey's balls, but the fucking Christmas tree is a problem.
Oh, they are. You know what also gets me about this couple is that they're not funny. Maybe the editors are doing that on purpose, but at no point. These aren't people I would have dinner with on purpose. You know what I mean?
They're stiff.
They're fucking stiff, man. I just like.
They're
I don't
unhip.
think they could tell a story, huh?
They're unhip.
They're unhip. What are they? They're still doing fucking cold plunges, dude. Dude, we've moved on. We're in fucking cryo now.
Yeah, we're biohacking now. Come on, get with it.
Yeah, sorry you're so behind. We're doing fucking snail slime on my forehead. Okay? I don't know what these dorks are doing.
Rhonda and Patrick do some gardening, and she says she reacted reluctant the last time he brought up moving in together because in her last marriage, they didn't move in together until a week before the wedding, and that guy, when she tried to make his home their home, he like threw a fucking fit. So she doesn't want to do that to Patrick. She doesn't want to be her ex-husband.
All right, that was 20 years ago, right?
No, this was her second. No, yeah, you're right. It would have been 20 years ago. Yeah.
It would have been 20 years ago, right? So that would have put her at around like 40, 43.
Yeah.
I know 43-year-olds because I'm not that far away from 43. That's a very stupid thing to do. Wait until a week before the marriage. Like, for what it's worth, like.
But this is the same thing.
Yeah, but Rhonda needs to she needs to own up to the fact that like that at that age that was a very dumb thing to do. I think she's prone to believing people, you know, or like something's going on there. I don't know what it is.
I mean, like that was the big mistake, right? You're moving in with somebody and like a week before the wedding and all of this stuff, and then he's flipping out, like. But then you're kind of doing the same thing where like you're marrying somebody and then you're like nervous about them moving in with you.
Yeah, because she's not over that mistake that she made. So she's projecting that onto Patrick again. She's still in that moment of that.
But you just got married. You're like jumping into something again. It's just very confusing.
It's all this repeated pattern of behavior, you know, this very impulsive sort of.
How can we stop repeating history? It has happened before and it will happen again. We are doomed to repeat it. We can't stop it, Tommy.
If only there was a pastor and a psychiatrist around that. Oh, wait.
Where's the third expert who wears the outfits?
Oh, that little white lady? Little old white lady?
Yeah, where's she?
I think she's on another show.
She's on The Masked Singer.
Yeah. She's on a Below Decks.
Yeah.
Another Peacock original, you know.
Speaking of Dr. Pia, Josh and Jalen, they have Dr. Pia come over, and she says, "You two are getting along too well. We got to fuck shit up here, okay?" So they play this game where you step away from each other at certain points. So the first one is, overall, I have a positive view of my family. Josh is neutral. Jalen agrees. But enough with that one. I am willing to share all my passwords with my spouse. They both agree. How do you feel about this one?
I think that's a little crazy. because you shouldn't. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, but not as much as maybe the other person. You know what I mean? Like I don't need you running up more on the credit card. My mom has access to my Amazon account. I will just get emails. I was like, what did you buy? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was my Amazon account. It's like, that's, people are not perfect.
Wait, so you don't need to share passwords because it would get confusing and you might buy something on the wrong account?
I'm worried that, yes, it's not even about my privacy. It really is more about like, oh, why did you sign up for this other service without
for logistical reasons.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
I'm more of a logistics guy, which makes me more like Chad, I guess, you know?
Okay.
You know,
I have no problem sharing my passwords. Like Maria has my phone key because sometimes she needs to get into my phone and stuff like that. I've known her passwords before. Sometimes I forget them just to like get into like her laptop and stuff. I have nothing to hide, but we don't go through each other's stuff because that's weird.
It's a little weird. But
I've never gone through her phone. She's never gone through mine. Yeah.
I think one of the things is like I still remember the password of my high school girlfriend's Gmail.
Oh, so did you still go through it?
There was like some old laptop or something or other I had lying around. I logged into it just to see what was on the computer, and I go online, and her account's still there, and I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. And I accidentally tapped it. I was like, oh shit, I'm in her email. I immediately got out.
And you read through everything.
And then I read through everything. She's in a lot of debt.
Yeah.
She loves to gamble. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things. It's like 60% of marriages fail in America, right? I don't need my password.
But you can change it. It's not like a big deal.
No, it is, because I never change my passwords, Max.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have access to my high school girlfriend's Gmail. She also has access to my Gmail, probably, because I've never changed my password.
That's good. It's good you're saying publicly how unsecure your accounts are.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty bad.
The next one is I am comfortable talking about money with my spouse. They both agree. I think that's healthy. Then the post-nup comes up, and because she says, I don't need your money, he goes, yeah, we don't need to worry about the post-nup anymore because of what she's saying right now. I'm like, what? Why would you? What? Get the post-nup. You don't know her.
That was like a Donald Trump art of the deal closing tactic. It was so nuts, like that she just came in from the other side of it. It was like, I don't need your money. He's like, let's not sign it. And it's like, what? You just completely fucking backed away.
You
off
don't
of
know her.
You could tell this guy's new money.
Yeah, very new money. Just being like, oh, okay, she's hot.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And then I love how Pia was like, well, what about your fucking your business partner? And he was like, they're not as hot as her, so whatever.
He's like, actually, I made him up. I'm my business partner.
Jalen and Belinda. Jalen goes to hang out with Belinda, and Chad left her a sweet note because he goes to his daughter's end of semester crawfish boil. What is up with these people in crawfish boils?
I think he knows how to make one thing, but that is a very man thing to do, right? I make one dish well.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's a crawfish boil. That's like so elaborate.
Yeah. You need a big amount of equipment for that too.
Yeah.
Giant pot. Like
just that end of semester crawfish boil. Derek and his friend Scott grab some beer, and Scott is very concerned about Derek having some kids. He needs Derek to reproduce. It's kind of creepy.
It is creepy, and also it was strange to see how present Scott was in the conversation. Did you notice that? He was asking very pointed and deeper questions that You wouldn't expect between two cis men like that and over a beer at a picnic table and
What is their
in a big field.
relationship? What is their relationship?
I do wonder. Like, look, I'm not saying that they were, it's a less masculine sort of conversation to be having with your friend, but it's the manner in which Scott asked that made me think, like, does Scott work in mental health? What is Scott's investment here in Derek? Like,
Yeah, I wonder maybe they're part of like a men's group or something.
Yeah, it felt
is what
more
you're
like
making me think that it's part of some, and like Derek does seem the type to be part of these like toxic men's groups, like they're kind of like cults and stuff. A lot of guys that end up on these reality shows are part of these like weird men's groups. Yeah,
dude,
comes up a lot, and they're very
deep
concerning.
state, baby.
What?
Deep state.
Deep state. Yep. Derek says they have great chemistry and her ambition inspires him. Does she seem very ambitious?
No, she seems bitchy and rich. I wouldn't say, you know what I mean? Like, you ever see her face when she's not speaking? It's just, she's just looking.
She's just very cold. She's very cold.
I wouldn't, if I saw that woman, if I was online at Whole Foods and that woman was there, I wouldn't look in her direction. No, not even.
Yeah.
I'd be frightened. Are you joking?
Scott says, how does she feel about kids? Because I want a woman I'm with to be as passionate about kids as I am. And Derek says, she wants one and I want 3, but we're both 38. I'm like, okay, so are you starting to be realistic about the situation then?
There is something really fun about the trope of a man going to another man about advice about the woman he's in a relationship with.
Yeah,
and it's
I know.
Awful advice.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, have you tried steamrolling her, bro?
Have you tried bullying her into having children? Telling her,
bro, no, I didn't think about it. You're right. I should fucking bully her. And
yeah,
you're like,
tell her stop being such a wimp and just carry your child. Carry.
Yeah, what are you scared of? What are you scared of? And you're like, oh my god.
Have triplets for me. Just make it happen. Figure it out.
What does he? How does he phrase it? He goes, "Yes, I don't want to back down from my own values."
Yeah, the values of.
Dude, what is that? Which Tate brother taught you values?
Will and Brittany, they FaceTime, and they're very happy and like they're flirting and things are going well.
Damn. I mean, it's fine.
She's feeling it.
Damn. I mean, it's fine.
Will is still a little too aloof for me to be happy with it. I like that Brittany is warm to him. I don't like that Will is. Maybe it's because he's in a public place.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, but you don't need to be like that, man.
But she reveals that intimacy is good with them right now.
There was that weird camera angle that was like CCTV surveillance where she's sitting on top of him right next to the kitchen island. And you go, oh, so the editors have seen all of these people fucking.
Yes.
That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Just all sorts of stuff.
Well, I don't know if they have cameras in the bedrooms. Sometimes they do on these shows. Sometimes they don't. It depends.
It do sound like these people be fucking everywhere, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the shower and the fucking the kitchen.
Let's get to 38 days until decision day. We get Megan and Derek. They go to Megan's place of work. Yeah, we talked about how fucking weird this is. And they drink wine in her office. They play the hook game. Derek says, I had lunch with Scott. And he asked about family planning stuff, and I didn't know what to tell him. Doesn't that suck? I had to talk to my friend, and I didn't know what to tell him because you are afraid to have a baby.
What a great way to coerce a woman.
Yes.
Right? Hey, I bet you can't have a baby. That was his logic. That's him. You know what I bet you can't do?
She says, yes, I want kids. That's why I froze my eggs, idiot. I'm scared of giving birth, but I still really want to have kids, which I'm like, yes, that is a very reasonable fucking thing to say.
All right, here's my thing. Has she lied about things before? Do you think she actually froze her eggs?
I do think she did. She loves cold plunges.
That's so funny.
She loves freezing things.
Fuck. If I had control to your soundboard right now, it would be going crazy right now.
Oh, you think that deserves a?
You think she cold plunges so much because that's how she thinks you freeze eggs?
Yeah, I freeze eggs 5
Yeah.
times a week. That's why I go to the gas station.
That's why I do it 5 days. For the record,
Yeah.
not supposed to exceed 11 minutes of cold plunge time a week. That's what the science says. And she's doing it 5 times a week. That's entirely too much.
To freeze her eggs.
I think she actually thinks that might be how you freeze them. That's what I'm scared of. She's just sitting on an igloo cooler.
When she said this blew my mind.
I'm a little bit annoyed. Like, we have a lot of sex. Most of that's unprotected.
Like, wait. So he's concerned that she doesn't want to have kids, but they're regularly having unprotected sex?
Yeah.
And why are you having unprotected sex with someone who you just met and are married to, who you don't get along with? Why are you?
So funny, right? Just because a producer said you're married. And they say,
I mean, they are legally married.
Really?
Yes.
That
It's
is
legal.
Oh, shit. Because, all right. So they are actually married.
They are. No, when they say it's a real marriage, it is a real marriage.
Oh, fuck. All right, then I guess, yeah, fucking blow loads, man. Shoot ropes, whatever you got to do.
No, it's insane. That's crazy. He's like, I don't want you to feel. He says he doesn't want her to feel pressured into anything, though. Besides having 3 kids.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe any. Like, I think all this man knows is how to pressure women. Doesn't he give pickup artist vibe to you? Like he signed up.
He was literally peacocking, definitely, 100%.
Oh my god! So it's just like, and there's a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy says yes. They can't even get annulled. Divorces only.
Oh shit.
Yes, and production pays for the divorces, and there's like prenups built into the marriages as well. Is what I'm familiar with.
That's a pretty fun show.
Yeah, I know, it's really crazy.
Can't believe someone even pitched this. That's rad.
Yeah.
Go
let's get to Derek hosts guys night, and Zoe's there though. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen hosts ladies night. I like how Rhonda says she's been asking herself, would I be so invested in this man if we weren't married? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have even met him.
Right? What a deep philosophical question, though, when you consider it. It reminds me of, like, there's this Japanese temple that serves green tea, right? And it's the same green tea, but it's priced at $1. One cup is priced at $1 and another cup is priced at $100. It's the same tea. But some people will still buy the $100 one just to try if that idea just even, it doesn't change anything. This is still a stranger. But you've just added this certain different label, different price tag to it. And now that affects the psychology of how you approach this relationship. And that's why she's more committed and more invested than before. It's like, not even because a piece of paper said it. A producer told you that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mr.
And I know that it is legal, and that it can't even get annulled and it's divorces only. But it's still very interesting to me. That's a very interesting, that's a pretty deep question that Rhonda's asking that I have to give credit to,
That's very nice of you.
Yeah. Well, Rhonda's asked me to do that.
Oh, okay. Brittany says things with Will have improved, and he has called her every night since he's been away. Your husband has called you every night since he's been away? The bar is hell for Ben. The bar is really low.
Yeah. Yeah, these aren't hurt people. That's all I can say.
Wow. Did you come up with that yourself?
I did, actually. Well, Rhonda told me that.
Jalen says that the marriage component has made her really commit, because if someone had said they go to Burning Man on a first date, they wouldn't have gotten the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not anti-burners. I think they're fine people.
I'm anti-burners. Yeah, I am anti-burners. I'm not anti-Burning Man. I'm not anti people who go to Burning Man. I'm anti-burners because they creep me out. Yeah.
No, I know a few. They're fine people.
No, they're not.
They're harmless ultimately.
No, they're harmful.
All right,
They need an identity outside of Burning Man. You don't need to go to raves and have a weird cult outside of Burning Man. It's just a festival that happens once a year. You don't need to make it your identity.
Yes, but some people make Settlers of Catan their identity. It's fandoms are fandoms.
Yeah, that's true.
You could be a Renaissance fair kid. You could love Lord of the Rings. You could be a Disney adult. Anything.
Something nefarious about burners. There's something about them. They get kind of like religious about it. It's something eerie.
Deep state, dude.
Deep state. They something related to marriage at first sight. It's all connected.
It's that they don't respect the Constitution.
That is the problem.
They're not American. Burners are un-American. Can we agree?
Yeah. Megan says her and Derek are working through things, but it really depends on the hour or minute that you catch them. It matters on the dog walk that you catch us, Megan and Derek. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was nuts to say something like that. It's like you could have stability if you over communicate, according to Pastor Cal.
Or if they could have stability if they just weren't with each other.
Yeah, I do think they should be alone. I think they would have fine lives alone too. I don't think those people should be married.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, not even like in the show. So you don't have to be married.
They should never marry anyone. They should just be single.
It's completely fine. You could have Ricky Gervais isn't married. He's fine.
Yeah, women should be safe from Ricky Gervais. He wouldn't be pleasant to be married to.
Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon were together, never married for decades. Yeah. They were fine until they broke up.
Let's get back to guys' night. I like how Chad says, let's all give ourselves grace because this isn't normal. I think that's true.
He's the most, I think, level-headed guy. I relate to him because it's like, hey, I recognize this is nuts, and do you want some crawfish? He's a normal person,
Well, he goes back to the apartment and he's drunk and he dances with Belinda and starts twirling her around. And
he's hammered drunk, yeah.
He's hammered. And he says, I love you. And she says, love you back. She says it.
And then he goes, that's what makes this night so great. It's the best night ever. Stuff,
Yeah.
Perfect. Damn, that man is fine.
I like that I don't know. I'm really rooting for them. They continue to be my favorite. And I think I'm realizing now it's so because that's where we left off. The producers have me.
Liddy Titty.
Yeah, dude. Liddy Titty. The mind control, they know exactly how to play me.
When they went to the bedroom, he said, get the cowboy hat.
Which, when in Texas, have a rodeo.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Saddle Ranch.
Ooh, honey, little sassy.
Getting a little kinky out there.
Man, they're all doing it. Yeah,
they're in love.
Not a single one of these couples has abstained from sex.
Well, they're married. Why would they abstain? What, you're not supposed to have sex until you're divorced now? Is that how it works at Married at First Sight?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, we're waiting until we're divorced.
I'm kind of that's nuts, but I don't know. Something about it.
Well, let's get to the final scene. We have Derek and Megan. Derek asks Megan how girls' night went, and she says, I didn't say anything. What did you say? And he says, the truth. And she says, well, I share nothing because I'm still processing and I like to keep some things between just us. And I'm like, you're on reality TV. Nothing is between just you. We're seeing everything. You might as well spill the tea. They're going to see everything. It's all out in the open.
That is crazy. Yeah, let's pretend Panama never happened and I'm going to withhold information.
Yeah, it's like nothing. We see everything. Nothing's between just you. There's literal cameras.
Yeah, it's like she didn't know the show she signed up for. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah. I also like how they have this conversation where she pulls him into the room and it's like, you didn't turn your mics off, or if you didn't turn them off, we can hear you through the door. It's not a thick door. What?
That's how they got what's his name? The Jinx?
Yeah, that's so funny. That came up on our other we were talking about the Jinx. I had Katie on for our Love is Blind reunion recap, and we were talking about the Jinx. Well, the Jinx is just going to keep coming up with Robert Durst.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
people
fucking
keep
did it.
Pulling
Yeah,
a
I did it.
Robert Durst.
Pulling a Fred Durst, you know?
Yeah. Because they do it all for the noogie.
Yeah, she accuses him of gaslighting her, and Derek says he doesn't feel that he can have a civil conversation with her, and she says he needs to take accountability, and he says, tell me what I did wrong, and they're just still fighting. They just need to give it up.
Dude, they are BJ Novak's character and Mindy Kaling's character on The Office. They are this hot and cold. Do you remember?
Yeah, but I'm not even seeing the heat anymore.
No, I think the heat will come back.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If he can like somehow like release Zoe and get her to like and like, you know, just release Zoe into the wild, I think he can bring the heat back.
Yeah, I think you're.
And that's something that BJ Novak, that's something Ryan would do on The Office.
Yes, Ryan is the character's name. I completely forgot. I was blanking. Oh man, yeah. They're the most toxic. I think they so obviously don't.
They're so toxic. They so don't like each other. Neither of them. But yeah.
Man, I wish I could see the producer's notes on all of these people, just like what they were planning, you know?
For everybody to fall in love and get married. No conflict. They just want all these experts. They're like, we just want people to fall in love. It's all from the goodness of their heart.
Do you think there was ever a time where they did try that? Probably not.
No, they have to get good ratings. They have to get headlines. They have to get stories.
I just want to believe in love and marriage and love at first sight.
Don't do that. Believe in it for yourself. Right. I believe in it for you. I think you're a great guy. Oh, I'm doing the thing where I sound sarcastic, but did you believe me?
Well, I believe that you're going to live forever.
Thank you. That's all I really care about.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Did you say that nice thing just so I would say that nice thing back to you?
Yep. Oh, I'm deep state.
God.
Well, Tommy, this has been a fun time today. Did you enjoy yourself? Yes. It's been great.
I had so much fun, but more importantly, I learned something about myself.
What'd you learn?
I won't say.
Okay.
I'm not telling you.
Well, for everybody, coming up on Reality Alert, join me on Tuesday on the Patreon with fiance Maria, where we'll be recapping everything coming up from social media from Love is Blind season 9. The reunion happened, but what is it? What are all these contestants talking about? What tea are they spilling in the press, on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything? We're only talking about the Patreon. It starts at $5 a month. That's patreon.com/reality alert. $8 for the ad-free tier. You can listen to these episodes without ads. Come check it out. We also have that option on Apple as well. And then I'm going to make sure I have this date correct. Squid Game, the challenge, premieres next week. It comes out on Tuesday. It comes out on Monday. It comes out on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday that it premieres? And then I'll be back on Wednesday, I believe, recapping episodes 1 through 4 with Trey Plutnicki, who was on that season and on Battle Camp. So you can check that out. And then I'll be back on Friday again next week, recapping the next episodes of Marriage at First Sight. So still tons of fun stuff happening here on Reality Alert. Tommy, where can people find you on the internet to say nice things about you or learn more funny stuff that you're doing?
Oh, that's very sweet. You can find me on Instagram on Tommy Kang. Kang as in kangaroo without the root portion. I think my handle is Tommy Llama. like the Dalai Lama. But it's spelled like a llama, like a double L. Same thing on Twitter, same handle, or X, TommyKang.com. I will answer any email that you have over there. And then, I'm at UCB in 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks after that, and then, just doing comedy around LA. And if you like video games, maybe go pick up Ghost of Yote, and you can go kill a character that I played on that game.
Oh yes, you were the voice of who in that video game?
The Oni. It is like the one of the very more difficult bosses to kill.
Tommy's the voice of the Oni in what is the video game? Say it again.
Ghost of Yote. It is the sequel.
Ghost of Yote. That's so cool. I don't have a PS5, so I couldn't play it, but
you could steal it. You could also steal it. So
I could steal a PS5.
Theft is always an option.
If I stole a PS5.
Yes.
It's for PS5.
And then you could play. And,
maybe I should.
But buy the game.
I would buy I would steal the PS5, but I would buy the game to support.
Yes.
Yeah, I support you. I'll watch a Let's Play. Yeah. Anyway, Tommy, thank you again. Thank you everybody for listening.
Thank you so much, Max.
Yes, I will see the patrons on Tuesday. Everybody else for Squid Game on Wednesday with Trey Pluto and Nikki. And then I will be back Friday for more Married at First Sight. We have another great guest. And thanks everybody again. Okay. Bye. End stream. Oh, no, it's bugging out. Oh, here we go. All right. Bye.